Zombie toes.
I can't believe that's back on the TV again.
It's
Like,
so good,
genuinely.
Gladiators! Alright, I feel like we've got a load of ADHD energy
Right,
and we need to
right,
go
on
on the
that note,
dragons.
because all of that got caught then on the start of the stream. Like, literally, I press go, and then Rosie's like, I can't believe Gladiators. She's back. Fucking hell.
She was like, yes, dragons, but like, yeah, we got some confused energy. Focus us, Danny. Focus us.
Focus somebody in a minute. So, tonight is a belated session of Dungeons and Dragons. It is episode 8 of chapter 4. And don't try and correct me, Rose, because I double and triple checked, motherfucker.
I can't be bothered to check.
Thank you.
Nice.
We are picking up from last Saturday's missed session, obviously because I wasn't very well.
He's boily.
Yeah, where session ended after you encountered Shell, who was doing work in the city, but after noticing Adam's character noticed there was something off, and Dax, for as much as he was trying to point it out, the rest of the party at the time didn't believe him, or didn't buy into what he was saying and treat him like a fucking idiot.
It was me, yeah.
Oh, it was you, wasn't it? Not Dax, my bad. Thank you. And
Yeah.
eventually it came out that the reason for your unnecessarily concerned feelings for difference was actually founded in truth, because Shell was not Shell. It was actually a pixie in disguise. Although you did find that out after multiple asks, threats, coercions, and eventually a game of wit, which was taken up by Nivara and won. Just because people kept interfering and cheating and nearly cost her the game. Question is, does Nivara remember the name
Of the creature?
Yes.
I think it was, because it was
Copper is
different
one
metals.
of them, but it wasn't. The Pixie...
Tin.
That's
tin.
the one.
It was tin. Yes.
The names you gathered was tin, iron, copper, gold, and bronze. There seemed to be a small collection of fey folk that have named themselves or have been given the names after various metallic elements or compounds, before Ben corrects me. After leaving, after a few choice words of potential rescue, as you found out the actual Shell was currently being contained in a portal beyond this mortal realm. You left, and Vlad was intercepted by a young urchin. Well, not an urchin, a young lad, who recognised the priest vestiges and was asking for help for his mom, who was not well. Who you since found was suffering from a severe infection thanks to a poisoned, enchanted spike that was found in the pig feed that had also then since been ingested by one of the pigs. Fortunately, that pig had to be dealt with. The party's now going to start all on the same day. We're looking at now probably mid to late afternoon for the party. There's still plenty of business. There's still hustle and bustle, but obviously you guys have time in your hands to do what you need to do. I'm going to start you off as you guys were leaving that residence. Is there anything anybody would like to do as I get tabletop audio nice and situated? Because I forgot it.
Can I just say before we start, Danny, your noise gate does sound a bit fucky.
Give me a second then, because it's
I'll give
fine.
you something else to mess with. Yeah.
Well, what it is, it's fine on the stream. It's entirely Discord. So I'm going to just lower the tolerance a little bit. So you guys, i.e. Discord, might hear some background interference more than normal. But that just means you... But it won't... It's not being picked up on stream.
Honestly, hearing half the words, I got to try and concentrate to see
no, it's fine.
what the other half of the word
like
is.
I said, it's the noise gate's functional on the stream, on Streamlabs. It's Discord's noise gate that's the problem. And the problem is I can't fucking fix it, because if I lower it, you hear background noise. If I higher it, I get cut off. It's a lose-lose, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
It's
either way,
fine now anyway, because we can hear you properly.
yeah. But we start off after leaving, after healing the mother, and obviously offering reparations for putting down the pig, which she was more than grateful of. She didn't expect that. What do you guys want to do?
Can I make sure that the spike, whatever you called it, sorry,
It's
the spike
like
is
visually, it's like, you know, the like the thick plastic knitting needles that you see.
yes.
It's like that essentially. It's like a lobotomy pick or something. Like it's literally just a sharpened spike.
Can I make sure that that goes in? We had, I believe, with the dagger very early on. You know, the one that Josiah has, that it came in a little chest. Can I make sure it goes in that chest and then put it away, please? I just don't want to touch it or anybody else to touch it.
You put it you put it in your bag of holding.
Yes, I did. Thank you. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure
if
that
I remember,
covered.
you wrapped it in some fabric. After you examined it and found that it was enchanted and the parts about that, if you need me to remind you, I will. And then you stashed it in your bag of holding.
I would have put it in a chest and then in the bag of holding, because I know pointy things.
Do you have a chest?
Part of the bag of holding. The dagger, you know, the one that we
like the little box,
Yeah.
like that I
Right.
got
Oh,
for
the dagger from the
Yes.
old UNT ruin. You want about?
No, the shooty
No.
dagger I got from
Oh, the
Jacob way
babushka blade.
back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine. It'll fit.
Thank you.
It's probably a little too big, so it doesn't jostle around anymore. But you can wedge it in. Yeah, fine, easy enough.
Thank you.
And yes, Mark Briscoe was perused with it, Ben.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like that. Actually, it's probably exactly
Yeah, that's what I was
that.
thinking. Yeah,
And it's the same length and stuff. Like I said, it's just it's like a large knitting needle. Like that's the best way to explain it.
Or a big nail. A big nail.
Yeah.
A huge one.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the head at the end to hammer with.
Oh.
Fuck
Calm
off. That wasn't even construable.
I still think Rose is pissed from last night. That's
Yeah.
my
I'm
theory.
not. I'm not. Let's move on.
Josiah will just sort of be like, Vlad, I think this is your home turf. You seem to know these guys. These Kraken lot. They sound like knockoff pirates, so I don't know how to deal with knockoff pirates, so...
Well, Vlad is already, like... Remember we did a history check. They're basically pirates without a ship. They're land pirates.
Which Josiah's a bit sniffy about. He's like,
yeah, they can't afford
they're
a ship.
not really pirates, are they? So I don't know. Yeah.
They're wannabe pirates.
Yeah. So yeah,
they're pirates because they're like bandit pirates.
That sounds like just by pirate. That just sounds like pirates. Yeah, Vlad. I mean, what do you want to do with this? This is your turf. These bandits are not real pirates, so.
Well, I know the authorities never really found them. They're hiding somewhere. So I was hoping they'd have gone by now, but clearly not.
They're not a terribly big group. Last time you remember, Vlad, they probably numbered a couple dozen, maybe.
Well, we could try and take them on.
Yeah, I just mean, where do we start?
Well, we can ask from the local taverns for rumours. I know a lot of the residents are always fearful of them. Yes?
Thank you. We are in another town. I thought we had to go to your hometown, because that is where they operate. Not around here. And also we went to a tavern, and that was the only tavern it seemed, and we had the problem with the Fae. I'm just trying to gather what the hell we are trying to do here, and what outcome we want. Is there a reason why we would take on this bandit group?
Is there a reason why we shouldn't?
We could recruit.
What, sorry?
We could recruit them. I'm just saying.
I mean, do we want
pirates?
Yeah, the wannabes though. They're not actual. They don't have a ship, Paula. Like.
Oh my god! So you didn't have a ship until 3 weeks ago. What does it matter?
Well, okay, I'll rephrase it. They're on land all the time. Like, at least I was sailing. Like, you want a ship to be a pirate, you got to sail. Like, that's
Oh
just
my
part of
word.
it.
I thought I was a snob in this group. Jesus. Oh, in the I don't know, a god's name instead. But what I mean is, so we are going to take on this bandit group for what? We already have stuff that we are dealing with. Is this an imperative need? Is your family affected by it, Vlad? Like, can you share some more information about where we would be going, what we need to do, rather than running around this island for the next week?
That's a very good question. Yeah, as for family, I am my own family. I am all that's left that I'm aware of. I don't know where my dad is. I have no idea. I was raised by my mom until these people killed her.
The Kraken killed your mother.
These
Maybe should have led with that. Just saying. Okay. Is there?
we can continue on the path, and if we continue on the path, and then we can, if something pops up, then we'll deal with it if nearby.
Oh, I just mean, and like I say, this is probably I'm going to probably hit myself for asking this, but is there any sort of guard on this island?
There are. You have
Good
seen
question.
some town guard around.
Wouldn't surprise me if most of them are corrupt.
Oh my word! It's just everybody corrupt in this.
We're in a very small.
Welcome to the archipelago.
Yeah. We're in a very small area. It's usually with the people with the biggest pockets get away with anything they
I'm
want.
pretty sure town guards in every country are corrupt. I wouldn't.
Not wholly corrupt.
No,
You guys have a very cynical way of looking at the world.
Yes.
Prepare for the worst.
Me.
Prepare for the worst. Hope for the best.
In this part of the world, there is no real law officials, so when you say guards, it's probably
It's
more.
mostly like it's like the equivalent of like a neighborhood watch for the most part.
Yeah.
Self-made militia.
Mhm.
That was what you found in Ivory Sands, which, as for all intents and purposes, is the closest thing to a capital in this area. The majority of the guards, quote marks, are militia that self-legislate. They look out for each other.
Yeah, they'll stop people murdering
like
each
the
other.
tavern keep looks out for the blacksmith, the blacksmith looks out for the tailor. Like, do you know what I mean?
I've got to.
So it wouldn't be a corrupt guard; it would just be people.
Pretty much.
Everyday people.
You slip them 10 gold, they'll
There
turn
are,
the other
like I
way.
said,
Look
there
the other
are
way.
people in the equivalent of uniform, but they are by no means like. There's not like a guard at house like here. You know, there's not like a jail.
I have a. So we were looking for Yon T-shirt. That's why originally here. So I mean, going to the we got out of that tavern quick shop because we were worried it was an ambush. But that does seem like a good place to ask questions because it seemed a bit, not quite legal. There could be, and then also we can ask around
There
for the
are plenty
runes.
of other taverns in the area you could visit.
Maybe we divide and conquer in this regard, because we only have a few days before the
All those fairies do their shit. Yeah.
yes. So maybe we go in groups of 2, so no one's left alone, and we go and investigate. And each pick a tavern, speak to some of the locals, come back here and say a couple of hours.
Yeah. Just make sure we all know which tavern that group's going to, so we can follow up if they don't come back.
Oh, excellent.
So what specifically are we looking for? We're looking for just information on the Kraken.
And
And
I'd say
the
Yon T runes, like
And
might as well do
Yuan-Ti.
both.
I would just say ancient ruins, strange sets of stones.
Keep it vague, yeah.
Yeah, lost civilizations. Don't be too specific, just in case we have anyone who could feed information back that we're asking around about it.
All right.
And the same about the Kraken as well. If you go into somewhere and you go, "Where's the Kraken?" and they are going to give money, if they are informing this Kraken, you don't want to get a knight in your back, or worse, that's fucking Spike. So keep it down low, okay?
Yeah, that spike was pretty girthy. I wouldn't like it in my back.
I just
Barnett, are
mean-
you alright?
Yep.
Okay.
What I am saying is, let's do a little bit of espionage here. A little bit of
Subtlety, yeah?
undercover. Yeah, subtlety.
I can do finesse, I can do subtlety.
With that hat?
Yeah. It's he moves just a little bit so you can actually see it. Yeah.
Hidden in plain sight. That's what he's going for.
Okay.
There is more hat than man at this point.
Yeah, every session it just doubles.
Every session it gets just slightly bigger.
We'll be able to use it as a ship next session.
I just think of that scary movie thing with the one female sheriff where just the broom gets bigger every time she's on screen.
Yeah.
So we split up. Each hit one of the taverns. All congregate back here in a couple of hours, just before nightfall.
Aye.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Any preference?
So are you all going entirely as individuals, or is it
I think we better go in pairs if we can
gonna
do.
be teams
or
of two.
threes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either we half or we go into teams of 3. I think teams of 2 would be best.
Can I get those teams? Just because I want to run them down so I don't forget.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go with Barney.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's brave.
Embrace the chaos.
Okay.
Yeah, Pola's gonna put her hood up, and it will kind of change to kind of a muddy, kind of brown, raggedy thing, and I'm gonna turn into a middle-aged man.
Okay.
New face, just in case.
Liam, are you changing any?
No,
Okay.
I'm just me.
So that's Alpha Squad 1. Who's Alpha Squad 2?
I think Dax can talk himself out of the situation, so maybe he goes with someone and I go with someone.
Lad, you can choose. This is your scene. You go. Who do you want to go with?
I'll go with Dax then. Go on.
Okay.
Yeah. Why not? Let's embrace the chaos.
Okay.
That's Barney's.
We're gonna have
Hello.
another argument. I can feel it. I can feel it. Ivara, I'm gonna have another argument at some stage. Jeez. Okay. Cool.
Cool. So we'll start in the order we called them. So, Matt and Liam, do you go to the outer portions of the town, or do you go to the literal nearest venue that may or may not serve alcoholic beverages?
Outskirts. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think that might be better.
Sounds good to me. And Farrell,
Oh.
thank you for the sub. It is appreciated. I love
I'll
it.
nudge Barney. Name's Norm. Do you want a fake name as well? I mean, to be
I'll just use
fair.
some of the other names. Hold on.
How many names have we got?
I'm an easy
5,
picture.
I believe.
I will be for legal reasons.
So your
You
name's
can't-
so your name's for legal reasons.
Okay, we'll call you Lee.
Ah, smart.
Thank you, Mark.
Normally.
By the way, the hoodie's really comfortable.
Normally,
It is really nice.
it's just oh, brilliant.
So, you go to the outskirts of the town, and you start looking for, like, different places to visit, and you do find a tavern. You can see, like, a small signpost that's called the Bee's Wings.
Cool.
Make your way in. You can see...
Not as good as the knees. Okay.
Yeah.
Might change it now you said that. But no, we're going to stick with it. We're going to stick with it.
I was literally thinking that. Then I imagine there's another little sign saying, "No, we're not changing our name to the Bees Knees." Right? One stubborn landlord.
Yeah, there's just one landlord. Hello, welcome to the Bee's Wings. And no, we are not changing to knees. How can I help you? No, either way, so... Yeah, you can see there's about 5 or 6 people in here. It seems to be like a smaller, more local place, as you have... You almost ventured outside of the commercial centre and you started getting into like more residential areas where it was a lot more of like small homes and hovels and things like that. Walk in, you can see a couple dwarves that are sat on a table together, and the rest is, like, from what you can tell, human. You can see a barkeep that's currently just pouring a pint for a guy that stood at the bar.
Yeah, just before we go in, I'll just kind of whisper to Barney. I mean, you're going to be obvious, so you do your thing, and I'm going to wander around and just listen to people for a little bit.
Okay. I'll do my thing.
So Barney is the obvious distraction.
No, so let me get this straight. So Paula / Norm starts walking around the room past the 2-3 tables that are occupied, past like dozens that aren't, and
just kind of wandering around.
What does
casually.
Barney / for legal reasons do?
I'll have a drink.
Okay, so you get to the bar. Beautiful.
Yep.
So you head to the bar and you can see the man
eavesdropping, if you know what I mean.
Chris says hello, Liam, in the chat, by the way.
Oh, hello.
So you head to the bar. Barman finishes, you can see coin exchange, pleasantries. Man goes and sits down with a couple of his friends. Welcome, how can I help you? Drink?
Yes, please.
Wait, ale or something stronger?
I'll just have an ale, please.
Right, 2 copper. And you'll see him turning, grabbing, you can hear like clunking of like wooden tankards, and you'll hear the pouring of liquids coming from a keg beneath the bar. He does kind of give you like a weird side eye, but doesn't say nothing too much more to it. Because it's like fleeting moment. Right, 2 copper.
Yeah, I'll pay him.
Anything else?
Not for now, thank you. Happy.
Kind of looks over to you, Paula. You need anything?
I'll have an ale. Thank you.
Right, 2 copper.
Yeah, pay him.
So yeah, you both buy an ale. Do you both just stand at the bar drinking?
No, I kind of wander around and I'm just listening to people, and then I will pick a seat where I can hear people.
Make a perception check. Okay. Is there anything in particular you're trying to listen out for?
Well, kind of cracking activity, maybe like people are complaining about thieves or whatever, people being sick.
You hear 2 dwarfs. They're talking about their home at the moment, and they're talking about discussing helping each other out, and you hear one of them mention about potentially making an extension to one of the rooms, knocking one of the external walls out. Then the other one retorts with the fact that, you know, it's probably not the best time of year to do it. I'm waiting for it to get a bit warmer. You hear like a lot of discussions about potentialities of how they're going to do that and where they're going to source stone and make the work done. You see the man that was at the bar go and sit down. He's currently sat by himself. He seems pleasant enough. He looks a bit tired and a bit haggard, maybe. Middle-aged human, same as you. And you can see at the other occupied table, there's a group of 3 humans, 1 female, 2 male, that are currently playing what looks like cards.
I'll keep listening. Oh, I don't suppose they mention anything about where they're getting the stone from.
They're mentioning about sourcing space to get a quarry going up on the western side of New Horizons. No, eastern, sorry, eastern. So just outside of town, they're looking about potentially getting permission to set up a quarry.
I'll kind of step over. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry to interrupt you. You're thinking about making a quarry. Sorry for eavesdropping. I'm looking for work.
Aye. We
Looking
are.
for. I can do mining. What kind of?
You can mine.
I can swing a pick as best as anyone else.
Right. Well, we don't know when it'll be set up because we've got to have a word with a few people. But yes, we're looking to set up a quarry and maybe get a few carts of stone into the town, upgrade a few of the buildings around here.
What kind of
You
stone is
notice
it?
that while they're answering you, they are, you know, like when you've just slightly rubbed someone the wrong way and they look a little like, what the fuck are you doing? But they are at least talking with you. Well, go on, what was you going to say? Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm kind of very apologetic, but kind of. What kind of stone is it?
It's just earth and stone. We're not looking for anything fancy. We don't need limestone or nothing like that. Simple, stolid, and stable. This one here looking to make expansions to his domicile.
Huh? Yeah.
But,
Well,
while I
if you
appreciate
need.
your enthusiasm, we're probably not looking at doing this for a few months yet. And considering we'd have to move all of the topsoil to get to the actual stone we'll need.
Well, if you need another pair of hands in a couple of weeks, I'll be around. And I'll wander off because it's clearly nothing.
We'll be sure to keep you in mind. You'll kind of hear the one talk like, oh damn, bitter girls can't be choosers now these days. Overhearing everything we talk about and then coming in and acting like he owns the place.
I was looking for work.
You sit down with your friend?
I sit down. If Barney follows me, then that's up to him.
I'll stay away with you.
Okay, yeah. I pick a table where I can kind of hear the room.
Okay. You stay, and again, like I said, there's only about 6 people in here at the minute. You can hear that there's like hush chatter at the card table as they're like betting and gambling. You can see cards being traded, and you can see like small stacks of coppers being passed back and forth. A few jars and jibs at each other, and a few laughs. It does occasionally break out in slightly louder. And you can hear that most of the conversation is focused around the game, as like they seem to be playing like some poker style game, as each of them have 3 cards in the hand. Is there anything else you two do during this time? Surprisingly, the man that's on his own does not speak.
Yeah.
So he can't have anything heard.
I'm doing my thing. Is Barney doing anything?
How did this thing out from any mention of stones?
Hey,
Oh, no, rocks, not stones. I know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. What the fuck do you mean?
Isn't that for the mention of rocks and ruins? You know, just in case somebody.
Okay. It's alright. I just thought you were listening for any conversation revolving around rocks. That's what
Yeah.
I was just like, what
Oh,
Some guy
You need
complains
new-
there's a pebble in his shoe.
the fuck?
yeah. Oh,
man?
I've got the problem. Let me solve it for you.
So, leaving you two, we'll head to Dax and Vlad. Obviously, we're going to rewind a slight bit because this is after you guys all split up.
Yeah.
What's the plan? Vlad, I would imagine you're probably leading, considering you're from New Horizons. Where do you head?
I would look for the shady side of town if possible, and
Okay.
head to a bit more of a distasteful establishment where where I know ruffians do sort of hang around.
Back
if
to
that
the
makes sense.
tavern you left earlier in the day.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay. Heading back there.
Well, what I'd like to try and do though is remove some of my tabards and any symbols of the church as such.
I will say, for the most part, unless you're doing it for any other reason, you didn't feel an issue being in there the last time with your vestiges. Unless
Yeah,
you're
I
doing it
just
for a
want to
different
try and
reason since.
I want to try and blend in, like,
Right.
and not be seen.
Yeah, you just want to be a bit more subtle.
Yeah.
Got it. Easy enough
Alright.
to do. It'll take you a few minutes, like, just to take off
That's
the
fine.
various bits, but easy enough to do. Is there anything you do to prepare Dax?
I'm going to cast Disguise Self, just change light to a bit more of a brown cloak, have a slight beard and change my colour, skin colour to a
Easy enough.
more of a pink.
You're able to remember easy enough because it was only a couple of hours ago max where you met the imposter shell. Go down the main thoroughfare, you follow into one of the alleyways where you find a door that seems to be attached to the back of one of the storefronts. You knock. You explain that you are a part of Josiah's group as Josiah gave his name to be one that was allowed in, and there is recognition from the doorman who kind of gruffs and goes, "Alright, come on in." And the door creaks open, you let in, shuts. Barkeep recognizes you as you enter and goes, "Alright, back already?" Like looking at you, Vlad.
Mm.
And you brought friends?
I'll just nod and ask for an ale, and I'll say, "Do you want one?" Is there-
Get them over to you pronto. That'll
Yeah.
be 3 copper each. Is it just 1 each?
Yes, please.
Alright, to you. You can go and take a seat. There's music being played in here. There seems to be a performance by a bard that's on like a slight stage. You can see a few candles dotted around, and a lot of the empty tables are like furthest away. Most people seem to be paying attention. It's not lyrical. It's entirely is it a cappella? No, that's not the one. Where it's just music based. I forget the proper word, but you know what I mean.
Instrumental.
Thank you. I completely brain farted. Instrumental, and it seems to be done with a lyre, and it's pretty good actually. Yeah. Take a seat. Ales are brought over. Right here. There's your ales. If you need anything else, please do let me know. I'll try and do my best. Thank you for stopping by again. And I didn't catch your name. What was it? No, I got your captain. He was Josiah.
I'm Cedric.
Cedric. Pleasure. And you are?
D.
What did you say? Ad?
D, as in D-E.
D. Pleasure. Oh, Cedric. D. Have a nice time. If you need anything, come grab me.
Thank you.
And you'll see as he goes to turn another table like hollers him, and you'll hear the name Francis get shouted, and he goes, "Right, yep, apologies, be back." And you'll see, now you know, Francis go to another table, and you'll hear coin being passed, and you'll see him go back to the bar, and he's obviously being hollered for various different orders. What are you guys doing during this time?
I want to listen first. I want to see if I recognise anyone, obviously from historical times.
Fair enough.
As well as, I just want to basically just try and blend in and listen. That's for the first part, anyway. The first few hours.
First thing, roll a history check just to see how sharp your memory is for faces of the past, and then a perception check. This is obviously for as you're listening, looking around, trying to catch glimpses of people. This is a darker establishment. It's all, there's no external windows, so there's no daylight of any kind coming in. It's entirely lit by artificial light, candles, oil lamps, hell, even the occasional dimmed light cantrip maybe from some of the more arcane inclined.
Perception. Oh my god.
Dax, what are you doing?
Do a perception as well.
Just looking out for what?
Just any shady characters, pretty much.
I think this ale's spiked.
So you're looking for shady characters in an illegal bar full of potential hoodlums.
Shady characters.
You're gonna have to be more specific, otherwise.
Anyone who's a bit like nervous on that.
Okay, so people that look a bit nervous and a bit jittery.
Yeah.
Okay, that you see, that helps. But just asking for shady characters in a name-only bar that is full of hoodlums. It's like, do you want me to point out the room again?
I do.
So, Vlad, you go through your memories. Because it's been a while since you were actually at New Horizons. Better yet, even in the main city itself, or town, I should say, still, because you lived predominantly in the fishing village to the north. You remember some faces. You don't really remember names too well, but like you remember like vague facial features, and it's possible that a couple of people in this place might match. But obviously, people age, people change. Scars, beards, like tattoos and things like this. It's hard to really tell unless you went and actually probed people and be like, hey, were you that person like 10 years ago that did this? I'm
not doing that because it's going to give us away.
I entirely agree. I'm just kind of... Yeah, your memory's working, but it's hazy. Looking around, you can see...
Maybe,
yeah. Looking around, you can see, compared to the other taverns and in this place and a lot more of the general populace, there are a lot more equipped people in this room with various small arms weapons like daggers and short swords. You can see a fair few people wearing leather armor and stuff. Nothing too heavy. You don't see any heavily armored people like you, because you are in plate, I believe, or is it chainmail still?
Still chain.
Yeah, but even
scale plate, I think it was.
Scale,
actually.
Okay. It's still considerably heavy compared to the majority of the room. The majority of the room is
no,
in,
it's
like,
chain, yeah.
Yeah, the majority of the room is in either padded like gambesons, so like fabric armor, or leather. There's maybe one or two people in the entire room that is partial metallic armor, but it's part, it's not full. Like, you'll notice some people maybe have, like, gauntlets that are made of metal, but the rest is leather. In terms of jittery and nervous people, Dax, you notice at the moment everyone seems to be relatively occupied by the performances that are ongoing at the moment, and you can see that the room is getting extremely leery and a bit loud. And actually, can you both make a wisdom saving throw?
Me too.
You're not there. When I say you both, and I'm referring to Carl and Adam, what?
I thought it Dax for a second then. I got confused. Sorry.
What?
I confused Adam and Af again.
Okay.
Oh no.
Liam, you're sat in a nearly empty bar, listening to people play cards.
That's why I got confused. I was like, wait, what?
Can't take you anywhere.
You're enjoying the music, you're enjoying the atmosphere, but you're also trying to keep your emotions and wits sharp. You know, because at the end of the day, although you feel comfortable that you're blending in, you don't belong in this building. And you're trying to keep an eye and maybe looking for people you recognize, and unfortunately you don't. Dax. Trying to keep an eye out again for similar people that maybe stand out, or people that are acting on edge. You notice the music in the room feels like it's getting louder as the performance crescendos and like begins to a climax. Ooh. And you notice that you blink a couple times and you're drifting in and out of like daydreaming almost.
Like in a trance.
Yeah, you're being completely distracted as essentially what Vlad would eventually notice with his perception is that Dax has become entranced by the music, and you'll notice that him just kind of like sat there, like occasionally unconsciously sipping at his ale, just listening to the music, staring directly towards the stage where you can just about see the top of the bard that's performing, who's currently sat down on a stool.
Oh dear. I would give him a nudge and try to remind him, like, stay focused. I can see you losing it.
Hey, make another wisdom save with advantage.
Lovely.
There we go.
And with Vlad's kind of like noticing and prodding, you kind of like you shake your head a little bit and like snap out of it, and you kind of then you know when you've been in a daydream and you snap out of it and you realize you've probably been vacant for a lot longer than you would have wanted to, and you kind of realize, and you kind of just hear as the music dulls considerably, and it's as if someone's just cranked that volume way down on it. For the sake of, because you have both passed, you are immune to these further effects for a 24-hour period. Not that your character would know this, but I'm saying this for the players. And mechanics.
Yeah. How often would the performance die down?
The second you snap out of it, it dies down instantly. But the performance never stopped. It was just in your head. It felt like it was getting louder as you failed the wisdom save. But then as you passed, it dropped right back down to the level that Vlad's characters always heard.
What I was going to do is I'm going to guess.
Probably feel like you feel the tethers of like something pulling your attention, like sever when you snap out of it.
Yeah. Because what I was going to do was going to head up to the stage and start a performance mimicking what the other board was doing.
Okay. So you
play off.
You take a moment and you head to the stage, and you can see sat on a small stool. You can see what looks to be like a female halfling. You can see with like a purple and red brimmed hat with a couple of feathers popped out, and you can see like a thick woven vest over the top of fanciful but still general civilian clothing. Very like they are glammed up as best as can be. You take position next to, and what instrument do you use, or how do you
flute.
Flute, okay. And you make a performance check.
Indeed.
Is Dax having a rock off?
Yeah.
He's getting distracted. I knew it was going to happen to one group.
No, not necessarily. I wanted to position himself somewhere better to have a look anyway. While I'm obviously playing, I want to keep an eye on this performer as well as gaze the room.
And she kind of sees
Keeping
you.
it subtle.
She side-eyes you as you approach the stage, approach onto the stage, as she's like slowly just moving her fingers across the strings of the lyre. And she sees you pull the instrument out, and she's subconsciously continuing the melody, but she is glare side-eyeing you as like almost like you've just entered somebody's territory, and you've walked in a house and shat in a toilet. Do you know what I mean? And you perform very, very adequately. And just let me roll a couple of d20s, please.
Couple of d20s.
And you notice that as you begin to play, and you play extremely well, a lot of the room's attention goes from the halfling and her performance to you and yours.
Uh-oh.
No.
Well, by the way, I'm only doing this I'm not doing like as a dance off, just like
I know.
subtly joining.
Quick question: how is Dax playing a flute when his mouth is covered? Did you like slip it underneath?
It's got a zip. It's like
It's got a zip.
It's got like a buttonhole so we can like stick stuff in.
I've got a beard, haven't I? Like, cool.
No,
Magic.
Oh, yeah,
no,
he's-
you remember, although you are disguised
Disguised
selfed, you have a mask is the point, a face mask. Don't you?
Yeah.
They were
32.
referring, how do you put the flute?
in your mouth.
Yeah.
Plot hole.
Magic, come on.
Magic.
Magic. Yes, of course.
No,
a wizard
no,
did
it's
it.
his plot hole, leave him alone, guys. It's got a massive plot hole. But you notice and you would notice this, Dax, as you're the one with the people facing you. You kind of notice that people have a similar reaction to how you did when Vlad aroused you from your trance. Fuck off. I'm trying to be descriptive. Stop it.
Roused, not aroused. They're two different things.
Well, you're in-
Oh dear.
you done?
We're done. Carry on.
Yeah.
And you notice she stops playing as she's still staring at you. Looks at the room
Is she-
and sees, obviously, people's focus is being taken away.
Is he like in a trance as well as the rest of him, or just?
No, she looks pissed.
Oops.
She's got the face of a performer who's just had her territory encroached on. And she looks pissed.
Oops.
Do you just continue to
Unlucky.
play?
I'll stop her apologising and sit back down.
Oh, I don't know. As he sits there, I'll say, we're meant to be like inconspicuous.
I was trying to gauge the room from a better angle.
Yeah, you've gauged it from a better angle and pulled
She'll
all
kind
the
of
attention
speak,
to us.
like she stops playing and puts the lyre down slowly. See, you've made your choice to play here, and now it's fine. What's your name? And obviously,
Edie.
as you've got the flute in your mouth, you have to wait for a pause in the performance to answer.
Yeah. I finished obviously the bit that I was doing. It's D.
Good to know. She'll kind of get off, like just hop off the stool, put the lyre on her back, and you'll see her push past a couple of people in the crowd, like mark down one enemy.
Oh,
Adam, just move the mic away from your mouth slightly.
We can hear
buddy.
the breathing.
Oh, it's either
Like,
one
really
or the
bad.
other.
It's coming through on the stream. Like, I can hear it that
You're
strongly.
picking up Luke's tricks.
Yeah.
But no, so as you say your name's D, you kind of see that like sneered like cough as she then hops off the stool and pushes past people. You see her throw a couple coins to Francis and head towards the door to leave.
Oops.
You do anything?
I just sit back down then.
You just finish and then sit down.
Yeah.
Okay. The room starts to enter like the formation that you felt earlier, where there's like a a deafening cacophony of just muffled noise from different tables, like chattering quite loudly amongst each other. The occasional laughs and like bumps, and you can hear the clinks of tankards as it gets louder and louder. But you all notice that a couple people are like gesturing towards the stage, especially those that were nearer to it. And you maybe pick up the idea that they're discussing the bard that was there earlier. Or you.
What were they over here?
You don't. I'm just telling you, you see people gesturing towards the stage. Like during loud chatter. When there is so many different conversations going on in a room, it just becomes a deafening noise. I don't know if you, people have been in rooms like that before where there's just so many individual conversations, it just creates this buffer noise. But you can see a couple of the tables are like gesturing and pointing and looking towards the stage. Leaving
I'll
that there.
just I'll just stay where I am, stop drinking a drink.
Okay. Josiah and Novara being the final crack team. Where would you like to protrude yourself? Where would you like to go? The outskirts, you've got the den where the other team has gone. You've got other more localized places. You could not go to a tavern, you could go somewhere else if you wish.
I think it was like a really busy tavern, or like a sort of merchant, sort of upscale tavern, or somewhere
Somewhere where there's a lot of people or a lot of money. Do you know what I mean? Like,
one of the best places that would be to go would probably be it's the equivalent of like a captain's bar, like a pilot's bar, where a lot of the merchant and ship captains, there's a bar for them that's on the dockside that faces the open ocean and the dockyard. And it's where a lot of the people that are staying for a short time, not a long time, where they're coming into port, they'll go and rest. It is gold for entry. Not a gold, sorry. It's 3 silver to enter the bar. Each. But you can but you can see that it's seated. There is no actual seating like a bar, but there is a bar. But you can see that there is a host of like 3 or 4 different servers at one time out serving drinks, like taking them from the bar to the tables. You can see when you walk in, there's a small like sign telling you to stop and wait to be seated, and you can see that slowly there is a small queue as you get through, as people are being sat down. Yeah, it's like a fucking pub, like where you wait at the podium for like a seat, because it is full. But big difference. The place is clean. It is extremely well lit. It is far more decorated, and it is as fanciful as a place in the back arse end of nowhere can be. You can see that while these are not aristocrats, these are certainly people living above the fairer and common folk. They're wearing nicer clothing and things like this.
Because I would have paid for both of them.
So. Oh, I was going to pay, but that's fine. Yeah. I will be playing this. Are we going to split up, talk together? Are we going to be captain and quartermaster? Like, what's the deal? What's our role?
Maybe we split up and then we can have another chance at someone if one of us, it doesn't have a good reception. Because you could be a noble woman and I'm obviously a captain.
Well, this is it, a little flirting.
Out of the entire party as well, I would say you two are the better dressed as well, so you guys fit in the best here.
That's why we went to this place. It makes sense for us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also everyone else went to the other options, so try something new, eh?
Well, there was the option of just not going to a tavern and going to somewhere else entirely. It was more, I wanted to give you guys the option.
Yeah.
Takes about...
So you say... Sorry, go on.
No, it takes about 25-30 minutes, but Novara would learn that it is 23 minutes, 45 seconds.
Thank you.
Getting through the people, and eventually you are sat slightly to the side of the main floor, and you can see that all the tables around you are full, and you can see various people in like nicer clothing, not exactly like tuxedos and suits, but nicer, well-off clothing. You can see adornments of silver and copper and bronze jewelry and some gold as well. And you can see one of the waitresses in like a long dress that goes down to the ankles, and you can see it's like flared and like it's got lace on it. It's designed to look extremely fancy and well off, but they're all as consistent as they can be with different body types and styles and lack of materials in some places. So some are slightly different, but you can kind of make out who works here and who doesn't, because they're very similar but not the same. And you see the lady sits down and goes, well, please do welcome. Can I get you any drinks right now, or are you looking to just sit for a moment?
I'll have an ale. I think we're just sort of seeing, like-minded folks, seeing if there's any opportunities, network, those kind of things.
Well, at Horizons Inn, well, obviously you're more than welcome to traverse the tables if you wish. Cruise, talk with anybody, but obviously I just ask that keep to the decorum rules, if that is perfectly acceptable.
Oh, don't worry, decorum's my middle name.
That is perfect. So, drinks. Could I get you started on anything?
Yes, I'll have an ale, and I assume we're sat together.
This is it. Are we sat together?
Oh, yeah, you
split
two
up,
are
but
sat
we
I
sat
think
together.
we were going to split up because...
Oh, you never said. That's why.
Yeah, no, it's alright because we got two different
sorry.
backs. We got two different undercover characters. So
It's alright because it was never said. Like.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright.
Yeah. Should we assume you did then and split up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if I could go to like a seat at the bar and he could go sit on a table.
No, there is
if that's
no
easier for you.
seats at the bar. That's what I was
Oh.
saying. It's seated only. The bar is only for the staff to come and collect the drinks that those barkeeps providing. It's table service only.
It's a classy joint.
It's
Oh,
trying
very
to be.
fascinating.
It's the equivalent of like your local pub trying to do 5-star dining experience.
Table
It's
service.
trying its hardest, and it kind of works, but it doesn't fully. So, she'll take like. Is there any food I can get for you, sir, as well?
I'll have like a kebab thing. Yeah.
Would you prefer vegetable, fish, or meat?
Fish.
Brilliant. And she'll explain that it'll cost 7 silver all in for what you've just ordered, and she'll and you'll get served in due time. Novara, a few moments later, after Josiah's put at a table by yourself, and you notice, whereas Josiah, as you walk in the building, Josiah's slightly to the left. You're more central of the room. You're probably about 7-8 feet away from each other, but at different tables. And you can see that there's another female server, similar to how Josiah's being served, offering drinks, potential food, if there's anything you would like.
Yeah, Navara will order. I'll just have a glass of red and whatever the special is today. Thank you.
Yep, that'll set you back 8 silver, and you'll be informed that the special today, it's like a pan fry satay.
Oh, lush.
Is that, how much was mine? 6 or 7?
7. The special was cheaper, but the fact that she had wine obviously ended up making it more expensive all in. And you're both... Yeah?
I was just about to say, when we were going in, he would be like, I'm not using my name. It'll be Wade Atoll. Atoll like the island.
Well, no, it's Wade Decorum something, remember?
Yeah, Wade Decorum Atoll is there.
Oh, he's calling himself Wade now.
Nivara, do you use a alias, or...
Sorry, am I using a fake name?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you, yeah.
I will use my current fake name.
You've
I'm already using a fake name.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've not been asked your name, I'm just asking for future
Yeah.
knowing.
For future, I will use Nivara, which everyone knows is her fake name. But yeah. Can I have a look around at the tables that are closest to me? And I'm looking for a group, or maybe a couple of gentlemen by themselves, or people that look not captain, but like first mate, a little bit rowdier, that kind of thing, really. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. Is that not coming through?
No, nothing's come through.
Oh my god. Apparently I don't see fucking anything.
Oh.
And I can't
The
undo
immediate
it,
tables
so...
around you. Immediately to your left, you can see a table that has currently got situated two ladies, and you can see that they're dressed in sailor's wear, but it's a bit more flared and decorative. They're currently both eating what looks like a hearty stew casserole type meal. You can see that there is some small discussion going on amongst them. Obviously, you can't quite hear what's being said, but you can see that as they're both leaning in, taking bites of food, drinking, they're discussing amongst themselves. Roughly in front of you, you can see what looks to be a huskier, older man, probably hair starting to go grey, probably in his 50s, 60s, human. And you can see he's sat with a young lad, probably late teens, early 20s maybe. Could possibly get away with being father-son sort of thing. They look vaguely similar. And you can see that the older man is currently pointing at a piece of paper, and the younger one is currently writing on it. And there's, again, discussions being had, but you can't tell what's being said. To your right, you can see... To your right, you can see that there is a table with three middle-ish aged men. One looks to have some elven features to him, and the other two look human in nature, maybe. They're wearing, obviously, like, standard trousers, but them just wearing, like, flared shirts, but they all have the same style and colour shirt. It's, like, slightly off-white, and it's, like, you can see that it's, like, flared and puffed around the elbows a little bit, giving, like, a draped look.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I've got those three groups.
Yeah, obviously there are far more, but with the perception, you only really take in the most immediate tables to you.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to wait for at least my drinks to be delivered, whilst looking, and I mean like literally looking at the table with the three gentlemen on it.
Yeah, they're probably about... The backs of the first one is probably only about 3 foot away from you. You could, if you leant over, you could probably grab him's back if you really wanted to.
Is there a spare chair at their table?
Yeah, each table, for the majority part, looks like it could house up to, like, 5 people. You can see, like, small stools and things that are, like, wedged underneath as needed.
Navarro will get up from her table, move over and go towards the gentleman and just go, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm kind of eating by myself and I was wondering if I could join you all for a little supper?
Yeah, can't see why not. I mean, what's your name, by the way?
Oh, I'm Nivara. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. We're here
and you are?
See, I was going to get to it. Now, my name is Chris, that is Damien, and that is Francesco. We're here on one of the ships that have come in here. Thought we'd take a break, get some food.
Oh, excellent. Same, really. While I was travelling on a small ship, making my way across the archipelago.
Oh, what ship are you from?
Fascinating place. I don't know the name of it. I am only a passenger. Nothing too fancy. I do not mean to offend, of course. I think it is an excellent way to live. It seems like the fresh air is good for the soul.
Yeah, sometimes though, even the sea salt airs does good for you. Makes skin feel nice and helps it breathe.
Yes, very soft.
So we're here from one of the merchant ships. Been here now, what, 2 days? So?
2 days?
Yeah, I think the captain's planning on leaving after whatever who are in town's gone.
Oh, do you mean the circus? I think I saw some things
Oh,
going
is that
up
what it
for
is? I didn't
it
know.
earlier.
Just hearing about someone coming to town. We haven't heard what.
Oh, I only know because I went to the center of town just outside the market and earlier today, and it seemed to be a hive of activity.
Yeah, and then you'll notice, like, Damien, like, because this is Chris that's speaking to you the most, and Damien will go, right, so it's a circus.
That is what I have heard. Do you
Around
not like
here?
the circus?
It's a bit odd, but okay.
Oh, sorry, I am not from these parts. How is it odd?
Well, you just don't get many traveling folk like that around here. Mostly it's merchants or people who live here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Haven't you noticed?
I've noticed there is a large market in the center of town, but I just assumed because this is on the outskirts, it is almost like a little bit of a hub, you know?
No. If anyone's gonna stop here, it's Ivory in the middle.
Hmm. So why are you all here then?
Well, we was delivering a shipment of textiles. Danny's reaching for a pen because I dropped it like a fucking idiot. There we go. Delivering textiles mostly. You know, some of the tailors in town, they needed some new linens. We dropped the load off, and Captain's currently looking to see what he can get to take out. Probably back west.
Oh, who is your captain?
Dumont. You know him?
Dumont. I'm afraid I don't. Is he prolific captain?
Yeah, you did
himself?
just there. What was that, Rose?
Yeah, she'll just go. I do not. Is he a prolific captain around this area?
He'll probably be in a few, but yeah, he's done a number of shipments going through back here.
It does seem like a very, and she'll kind of lean in a little closer, dangerous kind of area as well. I've heard of many stories from the sailors aboard the ship about pirates. Are there really pirates around here?
You telling me that you've been around here for God knows how long and you haven't encountered any people that want to do you harm?
Just a couple of days.
Missy,
as I
let me
said.
tell you, you have probably been the luckiest son bitch in this city.
Oh, I do believe myself to be lucky, if not for spending this evening with you gentlemen, of course. But I just mean, you hear stories, you know, about these famous dread pirates and stuff like that, and I heard that they were in the archipelago, so what's a little danger, you know? Is it true?
Well, for the most part, there's a number of crews. I mean, I think we've encountered a fair few ourselves, but you can mostly deal with them if you... Shut up, man.
Yeah, boy.
You can mostly deal with them diplomatically if you offer something.
What do you mean, offer something?
They're usually after something, be it coin, goods, or otherwise. So long as you appease their need, they tend to leave you alone.
Oh. Do you know if there are any pirates here on the island?
Wouldn't surprise me. Not that I know myself, but I'm sure if you probably peel back the layers around certain folk, you'd probably find a few.
I might have to have a little look around, I guess.
Yeah.
See what is out there.
All due respect, ma'am. I really wouldn't, if I were you. Problem is, sometimes if you ask the wrong people, even people that don't go on the oceans themselves, how do you think they get supplies when they're on land? There's people that feed them. It's best to leave well enough alone.
Oh. What do you mean? There could be someone in here in this establishment who might
Maybe.
have connections to some sort of pirate gang?
How do you know you're not talking to one? And
Are you
he'll
saying
kind of give you a wink and he'll nudge you. I'm just kidding, obviously, but no, do be careful though, because whenever they go port somewhere, there are people that support them, and you don't want to ask the wrong questions to the wrong people and then end up in something wrong.
Oh no, heavens forbid. I guess I love stories about the danger walks of life. This is like I also heard that this place has got like ancient ruins and stuff like that as well. Have you heard anything like this?
No, ain't heard anything like that. Like I said, we've only been in town a couple days, and we usually don't go too far out of the main town, for the most part, at least. I mean, if you want to ask people about fanciful, like, ruins or shit, probably best to ask the locals.
The locals?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. You are so right. Do you know if there are any in here? Or is it all captains?
I wouldn't have a clue, honestly. I mean, looking at them, and he kind of says this as he's like looking around. The majority of the people around here look traveling folk. Not too many that look local.
No. Oh, that is a very good point. Because you are you said you are taking silks. I do find it fascinating how the merchant fleets operate in this area with so much danger. You must be very skilled men.
We do our best. Like I said, most people that have nefarious activities on mind usually do so for a reason. You can fulfill that reason without violence, then you can send them on their way happy and we're safer for it.
Oh, completely understood. Is silk the best thing to be transporting in the archipelago, or is there
Silk
something a
was
little
only
bit more?
a minor part of it. We mostly did hemp and linens and woven fabrics like that. We came from Slants, if you ever heard of the island.
Slants?
Yeah, present Slants.
No. Oh, isn't that
It's back
far
west.
away?
Probably about 4 or 5 days, maybe.
What's it like on the slants?
It's nice. It's a farming and fishing village mostly, but they have a few silkworm farms and things back there.
Oh.
They have a lot of
Very
loom
profitable?
weavers and things.
Fascinating.
And then,
Any other
as you're
hubs
talking, like Francisco
Yeah.
will take a drink. I'm gonna head out for the night. Is that alright with you, Bo? And obviously Damien will go, yeah, go back on the ship. And then Crystal Shadow, yeah, just go, man, it's fine. Pleasure to meet you as well, miss. And he'll kind of
you
like
too.
nod his head and head out. And you'll
Was it
notice as you've
something
sat with
that-
him a bit more, he seems to be half elven. The guy that's getting up and heading out.
Half elven.
Yeah, the two that you're talking to now are human. He seemed half elven. He had features.
Was it something I said?
Oh, don't mind him. He's always been a little awkward with public outings like this. Pretty much any time he's outside the ship, he's dying to go back on it.
Did I sense any weird stuff when Francisco was there? Like, did it seem he was uncomfortable with the fact that I was elven or anything else? Like, did I get a strange vibe from him? Like, was he not looking at me or was he looking at me too
Insight
much?
check.
Thank you. Oh. 12?
He didn't really like make too much eye contact with you. You noticed that he was like cupping his drink a little bit, and he was kind of like head down a little bit when you entered the table, whereas he wasn't so much beforehand. And whereas you noticed maybe before you joined, he probably was a bit more conversational. He didn't speak at all until he was leaving. Just as best as Nivara could notice, was just seemed socially awkward, maybe.
I don't know, something's like,
He's like it all the time.
Not sitting
Don't
right.
worry about it. He's like it
Oh,
around
dear.
all sorts of folk.
What do you mean?
Anytime there's new folk around, he just gets weird. Doesn't talk. Pretty much recalls in himself, and then wants to go back on the ship about 10-15 minutes later. Shoot, we've only been here, what, about 40? How, maybe?
Oh. I feel awful. I did not mean to
Oh, no.
spoil his night.
It's just how he is.
Around new people? How long have you known him for?
Well, he's been on the ship now for, what? And he kind of looks at Chris. And Chris looks and thinks and responds, 3 months, maybe? Yeah, about that. Yeah, he's been a hard one to gauge ever since.
Huh. Something's not sitting right. Would you excuse me for a moment? I think I need some fresh air.
Yeah?
I did not mean to offend somebody. I will be back in 1 moment, and I'm gonna.
Don't be silly, Navarro. You couldn't offend nobody. It's fine. Not unless you spit in their faces. Go, do what you need to do.
Thank you. And she'll zip outside, just looking at her.
Well, before we get to
just
that,
for the quick look.
we'll skip over to Benny Boy with Josiah,
Oh.
as you've had your food and your drinks delivered. How are you doing in all this? You notice Nivara gets seated after you at a table a couple away.
Who's sort of in my vicinity? Is it?
Make a perception check real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Directly to your left, you notice that there is an elderly man. You can see he's got like a longer, well-kept beard, and although his hair's gone grey, you can see like some hairs poking out of places that he probably shouldn't have in his younger years, like nose and ears and things like that. You can see him slowly and carefully eating like a large bowl of soup, and you can see that he's got a couple of empty cups and a fresh one next to him. You can see he's just quietly sat there to himself eating. In front of you, you can see, and this is the table that's between you and Nivara, and it's to Nivara's back. So Nivara, like, obviously didn't pay too much attention because, you know, her perception was dog. You notice that there is a table with what looks like 3 youngish men, and you can see that they're dressed well, and you can see a couple of them are smoking what looks like pipes. And you can see that they've got a few papers scattered on the table, and they're like talking and pointing amongst them. To your right, which is to the wall, if yeah, roughly it's to the wall slightly. And you can see a table with what looks like younger persons, probably all under the age of 25 maybe. They all look quite fresh-faced. They don't look too weathered by time and space. They don't look like traveling folk neither. They don't look like sailors or like people that work on ships. You can see what looks like 6 of them. 4 females, 2 male.
Okay. How old are they? Is it if you walked over to that table? Is it like how you do fellow kids?
They look adult, but they look young adult. They definitely, like I said, they all look probably sub mid-20s, but they don't look like teenagers, if that makes sense. They don't look like they've got like high school tests in the morning.
Yeah.
But they look young adults. They all look to be about the same age of each other, maybe.
I think he would go to the older bloke. Superman.
This is Superman. Yes, you approach his table and like he's currently like his head's down as he's like taking like a large like slurp of the soup from like this thick wooden spoon.
Excuse me.
And he'll kind of like look up at you and give you like a slight nod of greeting, but like almost like it's waiting for you to say something.
Yeah. Sorry to disturb you. Could I join you? It's been a long good time on the waves. You seem like a refined gentleman.
No?
Ah, much obliged.
Usually people don't offer to sit with. It's a pleasant surprise.
Well, I'm going to be here on this island for a bit of time, so you seem someone who's well established here. So I just wanted to get your view on a few things.
I've been for a few years now. Used to be a sailor back a few years ago, but started living here when it just got difficult.
Oh, aye. Yeah. No, I'm a fellow man of the waves, so I can appreciate that. I'm from Ivory Sands myself. Name's Wade Atoll.
It's a pleasure, Wade. I'm Theo.
Theo, nice to meet you. And yeah, some of my crew are like saying the next big thing, like in business, is antiques. I'm just wondering if you've heard any rumours about anywhere interesting on the island for such things.
Well, I know there's a few people that make a lot of trinkets and carvings around here. There's a couple of people that have been known to make fashion with brass.
Old antiques, like from ruins, or like, you know, more rather than souvenirs, things that will go top dollar.
I think one of the most, and I don't know too much around here at the moment off the top of my head, but I believe the Baroness is still a purveyor of things. If you're a wave-going folk, you might be aware of her.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I am.
I know a number of her vessels often deal in similar treasures.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think she deals with anything she can, can't she, really? What's the opinion of the sort of common folk now about the Baroness?
What's the opinion of the what about the Baroness?
Common folk, like, you know, the like land. Well, he's not a landlord, but he was.
Right,
he's kind of now a landlord. You know what I mean?
He's ex-waveman.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't mind her too much. Stability is the best way to put it. Kept things in order, and often has ships make deliveries of things that are needed at the islands around here to keep things running smoothly.
I think to have his navy as large as she does, it does bring stability with it.
No one's gonna exactly make ill when she's nearby.
No, exactly.
Remember, she's only an island or two away.
One away.
Yes, you're right. What?
Last thing, talking about brethren of the sea, and you know, some people who might be less, shall we say, regulated than others. I've heard a tale of some people who call themselves pirates around here, but don't actually have a ship.
Yeah, I've heard of them. There's a few people that go around and act like they're the newest thing in town, but it's men well, boys trying to act like men for the most part.
It does sound bloody ridiculous. Do they? Is there like, would there be an area of bump into them less than others, or?
I mean, there's plenty all over the town. I've heard there's a bar somewhere in town. I don't believe I've been there where people like that tend to go.
I think it's been pointed out to me to avoid it.
Right. There's also a couple of smaller domiciles that are outside of the main town. If anyone's going to cause trouble, it would be there. There's less people to stop them, really. That's why I stay here for the most part, on the coast.
Yeah, no. How's retirement suiting you? What have you? Is it comfortable living on land again?
To be absolutely honest, it's dreadful.
Yeah.
It is boring waking up almost every day, looking at the same four walls and the same scenery.
How old is this bloke?
He's completely, like, his hair's devoid of colour.
He's old.
Old.
Yeah.
The only problem is, my bones for the most part, the joints hurt and things on the waves. It was difficult. A shame too, because it used to be damn good.
Can't imagine. I mean, yeah, if you... Truth be told, I would have hired you if you... Yeah. You've got the love for it, but sometimes the body don't catch up, does it?
And I think after about 7 decades, I think that's enough.
Yeah. There's only retired sailors and dead ones.
I mean, I did merchanting mostly. Ended up with my own ship, but sold her off and bought a home here.
Yeah, well, you've done well then. Retire peacefully, live in peace.
Does it good. Thinking maybe at one point, maybe going and trying life on one of the other islands around here. Something different. Have like a holiday home or something.
I don't know, I've been Ulster's, been a few places. Alright places. Crimson Blossom's nice.
It's alright. Problem is though, it's too expensive for the homes there because they make them out of the stupid blossom wood or whatever it was.
I had a bit of that, solid stuff. And he'll sort of take off, and I guess that's when Naivara's running out.
Yeah,
and
which is why
like,
she's just like, wait, creepy person, I must.
And he'll just, and he's kind of like, just forgive me for a moment. I'm just going to check it. Well, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for the conversation. I'm going to go check on something. I'll wish you peace in your retirement, Theo. And he'll sort of shake his hand
and you'll notice that, like, whereas before he was just keeping his head down, he was enjoying his soup, and you notice that you've made a man's day, and you know what? You can get an inspiration point if you don't already have one.
Yay!
Because you just took time out of your day to make an old man's day. Because you know, no, you do. You notice that he seems quite chuffed with himself, and he's happy.
Yeah.
It's obviously a person that not many people usually have time for. So someone has, and he will remember that.
Yeah.
Going back to Naivara, you leave rather hastily. I'm assuming you're trying to catch eye of Francesco.
Yeah. I'm trying to catch up with him, yeah.
Perception check.
That's it. I will be heading more to... Because we're on the docks, so I'll be looking for a merchant ship. Oh! 24! Nat 20!
No. You do spot the man. Probably about 50 or 60 foot away, and you notice that he's kind of walking gingerly as he's going, he's got his head down, he's got his arms are kind of like half folded into him, like holding on to himself a little bit as he's leaving, and you like spot him and you're able to catch up rather easy because he's not like sprinting or anything.
Francisco, sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I felt so bad. I didn't.
And you'll
mean
notice
to
that when
interrupt
you're
you.
talking with him, like he will give you fleeting glances of eye contact, but he doesn't lock eyes with you at any point. It's like he kind of looks around you a lot of the time. And you'll notice that as you speak with him, he's extremely awkward.
Yeah. Can I place? Is he based on half elf? Is he really young or middle aged? Like
Young.
what kind of age range are we looking at? Is he young?
Young. Probably 20s somewhere.
Okay. I don't know. I just got the impression that I interrupted your evening, and I felt awful for doing so.
No, it's fine. I was looking to go anyway.
But apparently you'd only been there for no more than 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's more than enough. It's fine. I'd eaten, drink.
Could I walk with you back to your ship as payment? As apology?
No, you don't need to, but if you want to, you can.
I'd like to.
Okay.
If that is okay. So, where are you from then, in the archipelago?
From Short Stay. Where are you from?
Where?
From Short Stay.
Where is that?
It's at the south. It's by Ulsters and Ivory and Scurry.
Really?
Yeah. Where are you from?
Oh, I am from nowhere in the archipelago. I'm actually from outside the archipelago. I arrived a few days ago. Trying to see the sights a little, you know?
Yeah.
I've not had any adventure when I was young, you know? Dealt with all sorts of tutors and ladies and lords, so it just gets boring after a while.
Right.
How did you grow up?
Normal? Lived in home with mom and dad, and then joined sailing crews, got trained, went on a few different ones, and now I'm on this one.
Oh, this is it. From the sounds of it, you either become a merchant or a pirate. No?
Mostly, yeah.
Other than his nervousness, am I picking up anything else? Like, am I getting the opinion that I am being lied to quite severely? Not like, I don't want to be a lie detector, but is there anything weird going on?
Make an insight check.
This is it. I don't... Yeah. Oh, never mind. 4.
I saw Matt was scaring the map. He's found it.
Yeah, I was looking, like, hang on, that's a fake island, and then I found it.
Yeah, yeah. He literally said it was by 3, and he named 3 of the islands, so you could literally triangulate it.
We literally made a joke about it being Butlins. We have talked about it before.
Oh, okay.
You've not been there.
We also take the mick because it's spelled shot stay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah.
That was
I didn't spot that.
That was my bad. That was my bad.
Yeah,
I said short, didn't I?
Yeah,
no, I should have said shot stay. My bad.
Is it? I thought it was supposed to be short stay.
No, it is. It's shot because shot is in quick.
Okay.
So it is technically the same. It's just different verbiage.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get the sense like the problem is it's obvious that Francesco here. He's a little different from most people, and doesn't seem to vibe well with people that he doesn't know well, if that makes sense. And it seems, because you noticed the demeanor change from when you were like spying on him when he was talking to the crew. It's obvious that unless he's comfortable around the person that he knows them, he seems to be gated.
So I'm not getting any suspicious person. It is just a very nervous young man. Okay,
Yeah,
understood.
probably someone with like anxieties and stuff like that.
Yeah. That seems very interesting, you know? To grow up in a place like this.
It's okay. I mean, traveling's nice.
You've travelled much?
Mostly. About 3 years now?
3 years in total.
3 years, 5 ships. Yeah.
What was your favourite ship?
I think this one at the minute, because the others, they all end up and he kind of just gives like a weird like type noise, like gesturing.
Oh, please. Go on. What's happened?
They all end up usually the same way. Stuff happens and then end up needing to find a new job.
Have any been taken over, ordered,
One
lost at sea?
One got
Which
taken.
one?
Well, it was the second ship. Got attacked by Triton folk.
Triton?
Yeah. You know, like,
Oh.
they live in the water.
Mm-hmm. The, merfolk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fascinating. Where was that?
I was... Let me double check the island before I say it. I'm gonna read it properly. It was by Snake Pit.
Snake Pit?
Yeah.
Where's Snake Pit?
By Ulsters.
Wait. There is an actual island called Snake Pit.
Yeah. Let me pick.
We're all looking at the map.
I feel like you guys haven't looked at this map.
No, they really
I
haven't.
didn't think
Hang
so.
on, is it control ping? No, shift ping?
Yeah.
I was trying to shift ping and it wasn't.
Alt ping? I'm trying to get it so it like pulls you.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, it's
I
to
think,
the west of Ulster's Den, for those that
I think
want.
they've disabled that feature. 'Cause,
Yeah, I'll move on the map.
Oh.
so people can see. Yeah, they attacked from under the water and put holes in the ship where we couldn't see them.
So they attacked you? I always heard they were fairly, what's the word? Non-aggressive, unless they were being attacked themselves. Is that not true?
Not these ones. We were
Did you see them?
we were sailing past. Ship started flooding, and they were coming through the bottom of the ship.
Oh, no. But you survived.
They took a lot of us, and me included. They put chains on us that made us breathe water, and took us somewhere. And I don't
Where?
remember too much more.
How long was this for? When did you wake up?
I don't know. I woke up somewhere underwater, and they were keeping a lot of us, and they were selling us back to where we came from for money.
Oh, is that how... How did you escape?
I got sold back, and that was how I ended up on the third ship. they paid for my release and promised, like, I'd work for them.
Wow. So you were a slave, technically, brought back, made to work.
They kinda. But
What was the name?
wasn't, like, I wasn't slaved. I worked. I paid off the money they paid to get me free.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I understand this method. It still bought you. But what was the ship called?
The one that got attacked, or...
All of them. I'm fascinated by your story.
Let me open the fucking note. Don't fucking me. What does fucking mean?
I don't know.
It
This has gone off.
sounds like fucking dial-up at the minute. Like fucking everyone's.
Yeah.
Oh, like those old printers. The
I think it was a literary nerd noise. I think it was
It was. I have been trying to tap this tree for like 10-15 minutes. At least I'm getting some sap now. Like, give me the good stuff. Come on.
Right, I'm gonna put it in the
There's
chat.
the law.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. So he mentions the ship that he was on that got attacked by the Triton. Was named Paul's Hall, spelt like that. And that was because the captain used to go by the name of Call, like C-A-U-L. It's pronounced like as in like a phone call, but that's how it was spelled. And then the ship that he ended up on after that, so the third ship, because as far as he's explained, he was on a ship beforehand. He was on Paul's Hall that got attacked. He was on the ship that liberated him, quote marks. Another ship in between, and then the ship that he's currently on that is being captained by Captain Dumont at the moment.
Which is a name that kind of is ringing bells, but I don't know if that's...
I believe you have heard
game.
a couple of names similar, but
yeah,
you haven't heard Dumont specifically.
I'm just laughing because this NPC has a deeper backstory than I do.
I feel like there's something else here, and I'm just
and
not
then the
getting it.
third
Does
ship
that make sense?
that he ended up on was known as the Feathers Call. Or Feathers Call.
Okay.
And they're the two, like, he mentions the names of those ships. You can do, like, a history check or something if you want to see if you recognize them, maybe.
Yeah, we'll do.
I don't think we've heard of any, but yeah.
10?
Neither of the ship names ring any bell.
I don't think I'll recognise those ones, to be honest. Oh well. And you just kept travelling? Kept serving after something
Well,
like that?
yeah. After working with the people that got me out, I made a few mistakes and then they fired me.
You made mistakes?
Yeah.
What?
I tied the sails wrong and the sail went in the ocean.
Oh, okay. What's your area of expertise? What is your job on ships?
I do a lot of the maintenance mostly.
Like with wood or with metal?
Metal.
Metal?
Yeah.
Have you got any experience with the arcane?
What do you mean?
I mean, are you able to use magic and metal to do things?
I mean, I can make metal change shape. Like,
With a hammer or with
No.
magic?
like with my hands.
Ooh.
Ah.
That's why people keep me around,
So-
because like I can make things shape without like a forge.
You can do what? Really? That's incredible.
Yeah. Like people
Do you
give
want
me,
a job?
People give me like bars and tell me to make shapes, and I can pull it, stretch it.
He's Bender from
Bobby.
Futurama.
Basically, it's more like metal
He's an
bending from
artificer.
Avatar,
Oh, okay.
because he can
Ooh,
literally.
yeah.
The way he explains it, I'm gonna rather than doing it in his voice, because I just want to explain it easier. He has the ability, as far as he can tell, and he doesn't know how he does it. He just can. He can.
His untapped
The
potential.
way his hands work on metal, it makes metal move as if it's molten, but it's completely
Malleable.
cold. But it's completely cold. He has the ability to mold metal at will and with ease, and doesn't require it to be heated or melted in any way. Literally, as like he's explained, one of the explanations he gives, where someone literally handed him an ingot of iron, and he tore strips off of it and made rods that needed to be then like for the ship, like for like bracing rods and things like that. He can literally mold metal as easy as someone could mold clay, wet clay.
I'm
Would
immediately
you like a
thinking-
job? Yeah. No, sorry, I was just like,
he
want a
can
job?
print money for us. Give him some gold, he just makes coins.
oh, whoa. No.
Yay!
You don't destabilize the money in this. That's a no. I'm not going to tell him that
I
he
would,
can do
also,
that.
I would also argue that that wouldn't make a difference, because a block of gold is going to have the same
Yeah.
value as if you took the time to smelt
Gold
it and
coin.
smith into
Exactly.
gold.
That's the whole point of gold
Like
yeah.
a singular gold coin. Because don't forget,
It's literally worth
because
its
don't
weight
forget,
in gold. Yeah.
D&D logic has the old-fashioned gold standard logic of old
Mhm.
currency,
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
currency is made up of metals or material that is the equivalent value of what it represents.
Yeah.
My thought was
the
have.
amount of gold in a gold coin is worth one gold coin.
One gold coin. Yeah.
That's how
Fair enough.
it works off the gold standard trading.
Yeah.
I'm still offering him a job if he would like. I'm just like, would you like a job?
I mean, I already have one. I mean,
Leave it.
I mean, it could, but that would make them not happy, and I don't.
Well, tough shit.
I mean, you could.
I mean, what's the worst they're gonna do? Tell you off? You're a grown adult man. Leave the job. Join our ship.
I mean, you could ask the captain if you want.
Why am I asking your captain? Just leave it. Do I have to pay for you? Are you indentured?
No, but like, I've never left a job before. It just seems rude.
Would you like me to put together a resignation letter for you? I am quite skilled with a.
Look, I don't know if this is Rose or whoever is like, I know what you can do now. I am not letting you go.
Yeah. We have metal people on board our ship that we could
Yeah.
potentially make to be badass with like
Oh
spikes and
shit!
shit.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't even thinking.
He's an
that.
auto medic. Yeah.
He's an
Oh, shit.
auto medic.
That's why
He's
I
not
was
being
like,
let go.
You know what? When I put this guy here, I never considered that. I fucking did never. Fucking hell, yeah.
Now you see why I
How about the
really
dental
want him.
plan?
I mean, yeah, sure. You can put a letter.
Well, follow me then. I should introduce you to the captain, who I believe will probably be on his way shortly.
So,
I'll think about
no,
some
so
shit.
this is where you can then go back to the pub, bringing Francesco to sit at a
What?
different table.
I'm more
Uh,
gonna go
Zion's
back to the
following
shit.
Zio,
Oh yeah.
Zio was out of the pub following anyway, so you probably
Right.
see him
Okay.
so far away watching.
Captain? I can
Aye?
see you. Your hat is too big to hide. Like,
I wasn't.
It's not got
Wasn't
lights
all-
on it.
I
I
wasn't
feel
trying to
like
hide.
you should have disadvantage on stealth checks moving forward. Yeah, for the ugly fucking hat.
He's like, I wasn't trying to hide. I was just seeing if you're all right. Is all.
Oh, of course. This is Francisco? Or is it Francesco? I can't remember. I thought it was Francisco. Francesco, yes, because Francisco is Gray's real name. I remember now. I was wondering why that name was jumping in. This is Francesco. He's going to be joining. Apologies. Sorry, Matt. This is Francesco. He is going to be joining our ship.
Oh, I suppose you can hire as a quartermaster. Which ship?
The Call of Chaos. He is able to meld metal with his hands.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
right.
Yeah.
So could work on the autos.
Yes.
Could be our engineer.
As long as he passes a Vlad check, yeah.
Lad check.
What?
Is that like a vibe check?
What's
What
that
is
about?
he-
He said he can do the whole zone and.
Okay.
You know, we
you-
just came up with fail safes just to vet people.
Well, before we will remove privacy from people, let's maybe just have a chat with him. I mean, I have been speaking to him for the last 10 minutes and I have not got any strange things. He just seems a little nervous. Apologies, Francesco.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
I mean-
I'm not against the idea at all. It sounds incredibly useful.
Yes. Would you mind being put through a zone or two? I just feel like it's a little, invasive.
It's the questions is asked, I think. And we'll just ask.
I'm not. I truth. So yeah.
Okay.
Ask him if he's.
That's what I am.
We just ask him if he's going to fuck over the ship. And if he isn't, it's fine. I'm not going to ask him. I'm not going to say the questions because it's just going to sound weird. I'm not going to ask him weird questions.
Okay. Shall we show you to the ship? I can write your resignation letter. We can go pick up your stuff and
obviously with all
move
this,
you in?
And with all this stuff going on, I would imagine as the afternoon becomes early evening, people might return to the Wade's Rest.
We said for everybody to meet, not Wade's Rest. Oh, we're at the Wade's Rest. I do
You said to
apologise.
go to the ship.
Yes, I remember that. Yes, but everybody else we said to meet up wherever we were, which I think was outside the farm. So they're going to figure out that we're not there eventually. Because I'm too busy helping a guy move out of his ex's apartment.
Josiah would be like, I'll go check in with the rest. And realise that she's got her hooks into this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll. She's fixated on getting metal bendy man. He'll be like, I'll go and check in with the rest. Yeah, I'll go check in with the rest of the crew. I asked questions. I didn't get anything. You didn't. Sounds like you didn't. I'll feedback. Hopefully, they all asked the questions that they needed to ask.
I mean, I really flirted really hard. I hope that Hollow used some of her experience. Barnett was able to disarm them with his unusual fairy charms. I am sure that they would have got more information because they went literally to the local pub and the one which was underground.
And the dodgy pub where all the illegal stuff was happening. I'm sure they asked the right questions.
I feel like I've been getting told off here, Adam.
Yeah,
It's not just you, it's all four of you.
I asked about stone.
I got told to drink. So I had a drink. I thought Bonnie would do.
Oh my god. We said to talk to people. You basically went, you're creating a quarry. Can I have a job? I don't get how that matches up.
Where's the easiest place to get stone from? A ruin.
Is it?
So that's what I was. Because it's stone taken out the ground, and then they went, "Oh no, we've got to dig it up." So, okay.
It's likely that people wouldn't go near ruins because of superstitions. Local people, it's dangerous. They could collapse.
D&D laws.
They're also full of monsters.
Yeah, ruins is the worst place.
Okay, I wasn't thinking
I'm very happy. Well, Josiah thinking, oh yeah, they've all asked loads of questions, got lots of information. We'll go to his crew.
Which is where eventually you guys would meet up, unless there is anything super pressing that other people would like to do.
I like to ask about ruins.
Sorting out Metal Bendy Man. That's all Nivara's focusing on.
No,
So whatever
this
that
is
needs to be
Josiah
done.
meeting up with people
Yeah.
outside
Cool.
the small
Cool.
farmstead. And I'm just saying, I'm assuming you guys will eventually meet up unless there is anything pressing you guys in your little split-ups want to do before meeting up that we haven't covered already, which I'm assuming by the fact no one's jumping out at me, that is a no. So eventually, Josiah, you will meet up with the rest of your crew.
How do you all get on then, chaps? We've got a new person of the crew. We asked around about the runes and the Kraken folk. They definitely are operating around here, but no sort of more information. What did you find out?
No, I didn't get anything.
No.
Oh.
Give me a week, I can probably find something, but nothing jumps
Right.
out.
So, you asked around, asked about runes, asked about the Kraken. No one knew anything.
No.
Alright. Vlad, Dax, how do you do?
Same, really. There's no one saying anything.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah. He wasn't there to evaluate your performances, so he doesn't know anything. Alright, okay. Alright then, we might as well go back to Waves Rest. And...
I did my job to the best of my ability. Apparently it wasn't good enough.
Oh.
You don't tell your boss that.
Your boss or your lover, I guess, in this circumstance.
Yeah, because Barnett was listening out for people talking about rocks. We had Pola, who...
You're just making me angry by listening this all out again.
Pola was yearning for the mines. Dax had a bard off. Vlad listened.
Felt ashamed.
Many years, yes.
And Nivara
I think people...
recruited the most socially awkward metal bender in the room.
I mean, to be fair,
It fucking worked.
I think that was a very successful outing. I don't know about anyone else.
And Josiah made an old man happy.
Well, Josiah actually asked the questions in a like.
So did Nivara. She
Well,
was
yeah,
asking
true.
about what
Yeah,
locations, places. Like, we did our jobs.
I was being subtle. Too subtle.
Too subtle.
Granted, too subtle.
We all basically went, oh, the DM's going to put this into our laps if we just sit and listen.
Yeah, we forgot Danny was DMing.
Yeah, this ain't no Ben game.
You fuck.
It means it's not a Ben game where the guy has to burst through the fucking door and go, oh, the Kraken's just attacked right here.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm not gonna Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah, like no, you gotta peel the layers, otherwise like nothing happens.
Exactly. Like today.
What happened as well was they walked into a pub where there was 6 total people in the room, including the bar staff. Like it was dead in there. I would have fucking walked out after one drink. I'd have been like, fuck it, let's go somewhere else.
Sunken cost fallacy at that point, isn't it, really?
Yeah, that's
fair. So yeah, Naya is properly like commanding the ship. She's like, right, okay, so Ike, if you can help him move his belongings in here, we need to move some room. Everybody, this is Francesco. He is just staying for today, and he's going to come with us to the Call of Chaos. Say hello, Francesco.
Hello, Francesco.
Francesco doesn't speak. He kind of just he just kind of lifts his hand for like the vaguest of waves. He doesn't look anywhere but the floor.
Oh, he's going to have the best job ever because he's just going to work with the Ottos.
Yeah,
he's
no,
going to
be perfect life.
Thinking about it, he's going to be best friends with the Ottos because they're not people.
Yeah, it's literally his best life. Like,
literally, for someone who obviously has like challenges.
He's an introvert.
Yeah. There's a bit more than introversy there, but like, it's crippling to a point. But like, no, he's gonna be best friends with the Ottos.
It's literally, it's his dream job. He's just got headhunted.
Yeah, someone just walks in a room, a singular person, no more, gives him a task, and he just sits in a room and just deals with it. The Ottos can come in and do whatever. The Ottos just work as relays.
But yeah,
Cool.
yeah, dream job. We make dreams happen here.
we make stuff happen, guys.
No, we don't.
No,
though. That's the fucking point.
Nothing productive, but
Nobara, I think, was very productive. She got as an engineer, which we spoke about last session. I mean, I wish I'd got information as well, but beggars can't be choosers, and we were Team 3, so we went
obviously with this guy as
yeah,
well.
they're sassing us, but they didn't get information either.
But with
Well,
this
we
guy
asked the question though.
with this guy as well, I will point out it's not like a spell that he's using. It's like innate abilities that he has. Just in case you try and figure out what spell it's based off, it's not a spell. It's not something that can be learned by like.
It's not heat
the wizards.
metal.
No, it's nothing like that. The metal's entirely
Got it.
cold, like when he does it. It's just like as if the metal just changes, like to liquid. Like,
can I tell what kind of half elf he is? Like, is he specifically from a elf? Is he like, has he got a wood elf parent somewhere in his genealogy, or high elf, or pale elf, or like what vibe am I getting?
History or a nature check?
I'm going for history. That'd be a 27. I know elves.
God fucking damn, you do.
I know elves.
I can do elves, me. Fucking hell. Like,
I mean, I am over 100 years old elf. I've spent most of my life with elves. I'm pretty sure I can pick up like what his genetic traits would be.
Yeah, no, definitely. I would say with his features, you would probably get an idea that there is like it's like a hint of high elf, possibly. One of his parents was most likely a high elf. Which would also potentially lend into the fact that he has innate arcane attributes.
There's some wizardy stuff going on maybe in his background.
Something in his blood, yeah.
Fun. Very
it would
fun.
also be interesting to potentially find out, is his other parent human or something else? Like, because that's obviously one thing you wouldn't.
I was thinking maybe Fire Ganassi or even Tiefling, maybe, if there's some like weird melty thing going on.
Yeah, there's no there's no obvious signs with Tiefling, because obviously he's not horns, no tail, no like red skin, no nothing like that. But again, there are Tiefling children that don't get those traits, so it is possible, improbable, but not impossible.
Cool. But yeah, I'll just get him set up ready for the night, and he can come and go as he please.
He will go to his.
He needs me in his home.
He will go to the spot you show him and not move. And Geeky.
Cool.
Thank you for the follow, bud.
And we'll say, obviously, if you would like to report to myself or the captain, who you met earlier, more than happy. I will forewarn you about the crew of the Call of Chaos, but
why?
Barnet is very Barnet. Oh, there he is.
And just as the rest of the crew come on, and as you just go, well, Barnet is, well, he's... And then you just hear...
Barnet. This is Barnet, Francesco.
Yeah. And he kind of keeps like writing a few words into the letter as you've told him. Yeah. Hi. He keeps his head down. I will get you a better description of the man, actually, now you've spent a bit more time with him.
Okay.
So, you notice that he's quite tall, but extremely frail stature. He's not very broad, he's quite stick-thin almost. He's
bit
like...
gangly.
Yeah, his limbs look a little elongated in an awkward sense. Like, it's just slightly off-puttingly weird. He's quite pale too, but he's got, like, jet black hair. And you can see, obviously, with the elven features, he's got slightly elongated jawline, and like you can see the ears pricked to the top slightly, but but not fully as a full elf because he's obviously got DNA of something else mixed in there that's making an amalgamation that makes Francesca.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot is he? I thought I'd just ask it and get it out there so Paula can maybe flirt with him later.
I would like to know too, yes.
How hot is he?
I would probably say he's got like that loner goth look maybe, because he's quite pale, jet black hair, brown eyes, but he's extremely frail framed and tall.
Emo boy, got it.
Yeah, kind of, but with social awkward vibes.
Emo boy.
yeah, fair enough.
He's a goth emo boy. Yeah.
So, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I will allow you to establish your own ratings.
He's kind of hot. Got it. Understood. Okay.
Polar?
He's alright.
Polar's currently not.
You're right.
We are. Naya is more attracted to the fact that he is exceptionally talented and able to do things, and he seems to be smart as well.
Well, you will notice, at least with the arcane attributes that he possesses, he shows no understanding of it, he's just aware of what happens.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he puts hands on metal, it works. He doesn't understand how, he doesn't understand why, he doesn't understand why he can do it. None of it.
The nerds are going to
Completely
experiment
oblivious.
with this, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to find out what's going on experimentally.
So, as
I didn't say that aloud, of
course. So as Nivara is softcore slaving this guy into, like, putting him into slavery, like on the...
Slaving him? I'm going to pay him?
Yeah,
liberating.
But you literally just fucking you emancipated this man from his nice mercantile job into grafting.
That he hated.
No, he didn't like. He said he was all right.
But still, he could have said no.
Yeah, but he's socially awkward.
Yeah, could he though? Because he's so shy.
Yeah, he literally was just like, okay, cool. I guess.
Well, if someone else wants to stop me, feel free.
Josiah knows better. Josiah was just like,
don't poke Mama Bear while she's got a new toy.
He was a bit like that. It was just like,
yeah, Mummy's busy. Everybody else, do your thing.
She's fixated on something. Just let her. Yeah.
Even I, as the DM, know not to fuck with it. When Skygod is scared, you know it's bad.
You all know your place. I'm very happy for this fact. So, yeah, I'll just get him set up, get the letter sorted and sent across by like a runner or something if I can do, and then look to everybody else going, so, what did you guys all find out?
Nothing really, they said.
No.
Nothing?
Nothing at all.
Give me a week to make friends and poke around. Well, that's how I normally do it.
If you want me to just...
what did you do?
I become a part of the community. Listen.
So you sit there for a week.
Oh my god.
I mean, if you want me to go kicking down doors, I can do that.
Like, overhearing, like, the conversation, Montrose will approach and go, I don't mean to intrude, but Master, but what are you looking for in the town? We've been here for a few days.
Potential Kraken members and lost ruins.
Have you been here about a week? Because you probably hear something.
What is the Kraken?
Bandits.
Yeah.
Pirates without
knock-off pirates. Fake pirates.
Let's see.
Oh dear.
I mean, I've heard, I have not dealt with any myself, but I have heard rumors of various bandits in the area.
Ooh. Where? Ooh.
I have no idea as to who, but when we've been doing work for the town, setting up for the festival for the circus that's coming, we've been told that there are people having to be escorted when delivering things to the north.
Oh.
North? Okay.
There's a small fishing village to the north of here. where
Weren't we supposed to go there anyway?
Yeah.
It is where Vlad told you they lived and attacked and killed his mom and everything. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but I was getting the distinct impression from Vlad that we could find out more info here, so that's why we didn't go. But never mind.
But,
yeah.
No, I mean, to be fair, the town is relatively safe. I believe Shell has been in.
No, Montos, just stop you there. Shell has been taken by some fake creatures. Watch out! Get catchphrases. Talk to each other, get some sort of code phrase is what's happening.
Taken?
Yes!
What the fuck do you mean taken? Where is she?
In the fell realm.
But I saw her yesterday.
It was not Shell.
It was a hidden form.
Mm-hmm.
Shell's kidnapped for the moment. We're working on getting her back. No,
it was a pixie.
Unfortunately, no.
To be fair, we should have come and
warned. Yes,
we only found out a couple hours ago. To be fair,
that is that's fucked up.
Yeah.
We had a big discussion with them about
what the fuck do they want with Shell?
Cause she was finding out these Fey fuckers were fucking with the circus, and they basically took her to the Feywild for a bit.
So and he'll kind of throw like a quill that's in his hand because he was obviously writing something. He'll throw it. So they're the fuckers that have been fucking with everything. That is why they have been asking for everybody to help. Oh, those sneaky red fucks.
Yes, Pixies and red caps. Keep an eye out. Trust no one, but make sure you don't give your name.
What did you say? The Pixies and
red caps.
Oh.
Montrose.
No. I have heard many stories about creatures by that name. They are dangerous. Like murderous little freaks.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are trying to cause as much chaos.
Not so much, but Red Cap. Those with rouge.
Actually, is all the crew here?
Wait. Yeah,
Apart
are you
from Shell.
actually the crew? Let's do some checks.
Is it all the crew here?
I can take her on board. Doll is on board. And let me double check. Am I missing?
Montrose.
Yeah.
That's all.
Gather them and then.
And Shell.
And Shell is MIA.
So everyone's on board, basically.
Yeah.
I tell you what, everyone gather around.
Everyone will, in time, gather.
Crew assemble on the deck.
All hands, huh?
All hands, yeah. Stand
all
here.
Hands.
All hands hold.
Wait, why are we holding hands?
No, just hold here.
Do the thing.
Yeah. Hell sight. Commence. So as an action, you send your owners. You know, until the end of my next turn, you know the location of creatures within 60 feet using magic to hide or disguise themselves.
You just know the location, don't you?
Yeah. But if the location is the dude in front of me, then...
No.
You're looking at the party.
The location is 2 spaces in front of you, as you notice Polar, who is currently disguised as a middle-aged man.
No, it's not magic. It's
no,
shit, it's not. Dax,
which is why I didn't proc
currently a
before.
middle-aged man. So Dax procs. Polar won't. My bad, I forgot. You will also notice behind you, on the dock, there is a cat that is currently sat looking towards the boat.
You'll see, it'll be like, look at you and go, oh yeah, magic, turn around. Cat.
Cat?
Does it look like a familiar?
It's currently sat like perched upright, like with its paws in front, like as cats when they sit like upright and proud. It looks to be like a tabby cat.
I raise my hands as if I'm about to cast a spell.
No. I will put my hand in front. Wait a second. Does this just pick up anybody that is disguised?
Using magic to hide or disguise themselves.
Well, I know if familiars or druids will pick in that, go in that box.
Druids would, yeah. Because wild shape, although it's not a spell, it is still magic disguised. That's how I would rule it.
Let's play a mind game. You'll turn
I
to
quickly
the rest of-
cast Mage Hand and I grab the cat by the, how you pick up a cat by the scruff, yeah.
Yeah.
Float it over to the ship.
Make
I grab it and
make an Arcana check as if it is a grapple check.
Okay.
Because this is like your control of the mage hand. I'm gonna do a acrobatics for the cat.
I was gonna magic missile it originally.
I will silvery barbs that if I see the cat go about to move away.
No!
And you have to take the lower one.
No, I'm gonna take the 22.
No, we want this cat.
Right, well, as the grab the
Do I notice the silvery barbs go off?
We'll get to that in a sec. So as you grab the cat like raises its head back as if it's trying to bite towards the hand, but it obviously can't. As you start to lift it and its front paws lift up, it wriggles free for a moment. Then as it's about to like hit the floor and take off, you feel like a small breeze like go past you, and you watch as your hand adjusts itself and grabs it, pins it to the floor slightly and has got it by the scruff locked in. And you kind of like look to the side, see the breeze, and you notice that obviously Nivara's timepiece, as she just clicks the lid shut on it.
It has verbal components, so I'm assuming there's words spoken. I recognise the spell.
Well, she just clicks the lid of the fog watch shut, but you were too focused on it, but you don't hear the words, but you clearly see as she's putting her focus away.
I give Nivara a wink.
But
just knowing, I saw you did.
The cat is currently hissing and screeching as a number of dock workers notice the cat being pinned by a floating hand.
Right, go. I'll guess I'll run over.
Yeah, bring it over.
Yeah, I pull it towards the ship.
Make another Arcana check. As this cat is being skull dragged across a dock.
I mean, it can. If I pick it up, it's got a weight. Yeah.
It's picked up by the scruff and just
but you do
anyway.
realise adult cats, it's damaging to them to be picked up by the scruff of the neck.
Wow.
It's only suitable for when they're kittens. Because they're too heavy.
Over.
Yeah, you drag it over, and then Josiah's able to scoop it. I'm not gonna make a fucking.
I guess I'll not do make it like a burrito, like they do for cats and vets.
Like in the vets, yeah. And you know
Wrap
what?
it up so it can't scratch.
You are
in the hat.
You are so incessantly stronger than a cat. Surprisingly, I'm not gonna make a rule.
I'm sorry, Daisy. It's only D&D cats. Cats looking at me.
Aww.
I didn't do that to you. Okay, it's alright.
So, so
she's just
the
looking
cat.
like, what the fuck are you doing?
I think she heard the word vets probably. That
Nivara will try and disperse if there's anybody looking and just be like, sorry, ship cat, Mouser got out. Apologies. And try and get them to look away again.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on. Oh, that's very good. 17.
Takes a little convincing, but I would say for the most part, most people, it's fucking weird situation to see, but let it fly.
The cat got out of the house, basically. When you see somebody and they're running across, like, shit, the cat got out. That's what they're doing. I'm trying to say it is, but yeah.
Once that's done, Josiah sort of will crouch down and get eye to eye with the cat.
Right.
So, As of this point in time, we're really fucking fed up of things changing shape at the minute.
Rude.
You'll sort of there's a sort of glance to Polar or Norm or whoever
It
you
was
want
it.
is.
I said it as a joke.
Right, this is what's going to happen. We are going to go below deck because if you're in cover, that's
Right.
fine. I don't want to blow your cover.
Well, as like you're carrying it on the ship and you're like giving this tour, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Alright. $15.
That's a success. As you feel a bombardment of like the equivalent of white noise in your mind in an attempt to confuse you, as you save against something that attempts to essentially like stun lock you mentally for a moment.
Alright, none of that bullshit. We're gonna go below deck.
And all the time the cat is going fucking ballistic.
We're gonna go below deck.
Like
We're gonna have a
proper-
conversation in your true form, and then you can go. Alright? And you'll just pick up the cat burrito and go down to below deck.
Yeah, you go below deck to Francesca, where Francesca's running to sleep. Don't forget, this ship doesn't have any interior walls below deck.
No.
He's got to get used to it. This is normal characters. Just get used to it.
He's getting a trial by fire. Yeah.
On the other ship, he's going to be quite comfortable. He's going to have his own rooms. He's going to have all the autos to talk to. He's not going to need to interact with them.
He's just got to go through the first day of craziness.
Yeah.
Right. Normal conversation, and he'll put the cat burrito down.
And the cat is like, it screeches for a bit as it's rolling in the burrito trying to break out, but it kind of can't, so very tight. And then after a moment, it will take a few like heavy breaths and then pop.
As he relaxes, the mage hand is now stroking to try and calm him.
Okay.
It's not a cat though.
It's not a cat.
Felt right. Also, you can't see what I'm doing.
You can.
It's visible.
Mage hand's
Mage
visible.
hand is
it?
only invisible if you're arcane trickster.
That's the one.
That's the only time it's
okay.
invisible.
Which is
That's
why
why
I
I
said
was-
everyone saw the floating
A
hand.
giant blue hand pick up the
Yeah.
The
Okay.
only time mage hand is invisible is like Rose said, if you're an arcane trickster. If you're just a normal ass wizard, no, it's that motherfucker's visible.
Okay, so it's visibly stroking. I'm trying to calm him down.
That's why I was sort of saying,
You'll go-
it's not a cat.
It's not a cat. You're basically potentially feeling subdued up.
Could be,
Or
yeah,
lazy up.
I was about to say some dude.
I'm okay with that.
This is Paula. Yeah, understood. Would you like to reveal yourself now?
Kind of jostles in the burrito a little bit.
We'll let you go. Literally. If
I
you
do
got
have
no
my
skin in the
time.
game, we'll let you go.
Yeah.
Like, we just want some information and let you go on your way.
You undo the burrito.
If it's looking calm,
Yeah, it is at the moment.
well, I'll just shut the hatch so it can't cat away, and then I'll unburrito.
I'll be holding something to stop it if needs be. I'll try and react if that makes sense.
Cat gets up for a moment, kind of shakes its head and like body, and you see it stretch a few limbs and stuff, like as it like was fucking cramped up. And you'll watch as the form very quickly shifts into a bipedal figure with that he stood about 2.5 to 2.5 foot tall, maybe. You can see a set of what look like butterfly-ish wings on a green-skinned, red-headed male-ish humanoid.
Are you copper or silver?
Bronze.
Yeah. Magnesium? I don't know. Which one are you?
I'm gold.
Gold.
Mm.
Very
Cool.
interesting. Yes. So
Pleasure to meet
Like-
you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Kind of looks at
We
you.
met-
I'm usually not letting people be so rough with me when they first meet me.
oh, should we have bought you dinner first?
It would be preferable.
Next time.
We're a little bit pissed off. I'm just going to shoot from the hip here. We're a little bit pissed off. You guys are taking a friend of ours. We want her back. I want to know where she is. Like how to get to her.
I don't know.
Goblin. Yay hi.
No, I know, but I don't know how to get to her.
Where's the portal?
Ben told us you
I
did.
don't know. Redcap's
How'd you get here?
the different portals. We all
Well-
have different places.
Well, where's your portal then?
I'm not telling you.
I said for information.
Yeah, and then
The fist goes from strokey hand, and then it kind of makes a fist, and the knuckles crack for a little bit of
On one hand.
intimidation. The mage hand, yeah.
How do you crack your knuckles with one hand?
you actually kind of
it's-
can.
You
can. You can,
Yeah,
if
look,
you,
look,
yeah.
like,
If you
look, I'm doing
believe.
it on camera.
If
Oh.
they're able
Go on.
to.
Oh, I don't tend to do that.
I'll get the other mage hand to do it.
I can cast a minor illusion to do the sound if I need to.
Oh dear. I
For-
mean, we
for an
have already.
intimidation.
We have already warned these guys what is happening. Remember, we hit our head against a brick wall for like
Yeah,
2 hours
and
with
that's
Tin.
exactly why I was coming to see the type of people we were dealing with. I got told about you all. And I wanted to see for
And you
myself.
That was stupid.
It really fucking was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes he's one to exaggerate, and I wanted to make sure.
Did he?
Lil. I mean,
I said I'll let you go for exchange of information. So dealer's choice. Can I?
you never specified what information. I'm giving you plenty.
What have you given us?
I
Wait,
told
Fey
you.
rules. Hang on.
I told you it was the Redcaps that took your friend. I don't know where they are. I said we all came through different places. I'm not telling you mine. That's still plenty.
No, it's not.
Where's
Plenty means more than 2 bits of information.
Look,
That would
just
be a
because
duo.
Just because you're used to it a little more doesn't mean I have to give it.
I just mean if you're using the word plenty, it should be plenty based on Fey rules, which
plenty
is
to
that
me.
you're. It is more than 2 pieces of information. That is all that you have given to us. Otherwise, that would
And
be
we're still talking.
duo.
What more do you
Well,
want?
hurry up then, Captain.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering when is this going to go violent, because you guys are not getting the message that we want our friend back and you need to leave this place alone.
I didn't do anything. You're talking to me as if I attacked you. I think you
No.
need to remember you're the ones that put your hands on me.
But your
After
group,
you took off
after you took our friend.
I didn't.
Yeah,
take
I'm
your
sorry, but you are guilty by association. It's
You're all
Oh.
working together to fuck this circus over.
friend.
and this town, taking its people.
I mean, it is kind of
and you
fun.
have our friend.
fucking a circus over that fucks plenty of other people. It's fine.
It does.
Yeah.
Why?
You seen
What?
the things they do? My god.
Just a corny circus act. I don't know why that's.
Exactly, and it's painful to the eyes. So please, anything that we can do is help.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm not
God.
having this anymore.
No, I'm fed up of fucking reviewers.
How about we give them an option at this point, Captain? And it's if or.
It sounds good to me. I've ran out of patience.
Yeah, let's
How-
do
How about you tell us the location of the Fey portal that you personally use, or we do everything in our power to stop you and make sure it's not fun for you? Like, you have the worst time.
So you want to know where I live, or you're gonna kill me?
Did I say that?
That's what you
I think that's where it goes to, is where
It was implied.
Also, I said the portal that he personally uses. I
Yeah,
didn't
it
specify
leads
whether
to
that is
my
where he lives.
home. That's why we all use different ones.
Okay, then what about the one where Shell is?
I
Is
don't
that more
know,
favourable terms?
because the red caps were the ones that took her.
Oh, can you tell
You're
me that
working
was
with them.
another one? One that isn't personal to you?
Maybe.
Okay, there we go.
But it would cost you.
Yeah, it'll cost
You're
you
lying.
for me to open the door and let you fucking out after. That's the price.
Just the door?
Hmm?
Is that all for a portal?
I hand the mage hand a knife.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to intimidate
Wait a
as
second.
much as possible.
If we keep trying to intimidate, though, the problem is that this thing is just going to get more information about us, more stuff. What do you mean?
What you right? You're gonna have to explain yourself a little bit, Rose. To me. What do you mean by what do you mean?
So you're saying
It's
so
basically,
basically
said
saying
that's it for
the door.
A door for a portal, as in that's all you're gonna pay.
No, but Polar is implying you're gonna die.
No, I know, but when no, what it is when Josiah said that was what was intended by the response. That was intended reply by
It's fey bullshit. It's literal. Yeah,
it's basically
has to be
saying
said.
your offer of just opening the door wasn't enough for the location of a portal. It's up to you to explain.
That's it. I just wanted to clarify what it was asking.
No, that's what it meant, and I would say you're smart enough to figure it out. So I'm telling you.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll phrase it like this. I'm offering the opportunity from traversing the world of captivity to the world of freedom, so you can choose from this world to the world of the Fae. And he does little jazz hands. Is that better?
Oh.
Do a performance check. I want a jazz hand check right now. No, I'm going with it. Like there's
How fabulous is he? Oh, it's not.
It's so lame.
Like
so sarcastic.
Like there is a genuine like trying to keep the lips closed, but then like as she blows air out as you do like this most awkward jazz hand, there is like this just extrusion of air as he's trying not to laugh, but fuck me, he was absolutely took him by surprise.
Oh dear.
As like you just kind of do these like weird like jazz hands like weirdly out of sync, and it's just like you all see. I'm saying with a natural one, you will see. It's bad.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can
shake my head in embarrassment. I feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
How
I
about
can't believe
this?
we done it.
Either you help us or you are against us at this point. That is it.
I don't understand why people like you are just so mean and bitter, but
Maybe because you stole our fucking friend.
I didn't steal anybody. But okay. You want the location of another portal. Go
To the Fey realm.
It will go to the Fey realm, yeah.
Directly. I just wanted to make sure because in
Well,
case there were other portals here and you were
Not
about to
just
fuck us
some random fey
Yes.
realm, specifically to Shao.
I don't know where she is. I've told you this 3 times now.
I don't.
Yeah.
We
We just need to get to somewhere near her.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to specify Fey realm in case it sent us to a portal to the fucking.
No, I think that was fair. That was fair.
No,
Yeah.
I thought that was fair logic. But yeah, no, he has exclaimed, it was the red caps specifically that took Shell.
Yeah.
And it seems, although
Yeah.
the Pixies and the red caps are in cahoots, you can kind of gauge that they're not intertwined.
So, where is it?
Hang on, Danny's gonna cough. Excuse me.
You're right. Just cough.
Yeah.
Get some water. Hydration reminder.
No, it's not that. I've got something stuck in my throat and it feels like, you know, if you breathe in like a clump of dust and you get like that real tickle, like that's
Oh,
stuck in
it's at the top.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's that, and it
On the
comes and
gag
goes.
reflex.
It comes and goes, and no matter how much I drink, I can't shift it. It's weird. I've had it all day. But
Okay, you might be coming down with something then.
I've been down with the sickness for fucking weeks. I'm surprised.
Wow.
I was just about to say I'm surprised.
I was weighing
Yeah,
up.
no, I've been to the doctors and stuff. I've got sinusitis amongst other stuff at the minute. Like, it's fine. Yeah. Mage cock. Thank you, Feral. Oh, Chris.
Sorry?
Chris.
That one's invisible. Sorry.
If you want to find a portal to the realms, make
no.
sure that you go to where two lines cross and go left.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Gnocchi. I don't have that thingy. I'll tell you. Hang on.
Any more specifics on what these
You've been
lines are?
following since the 13th of October, 2021. There you go, bud.
Where two lines cross and go left.
There,
Okay.
you will find the smell of sweets, and then you will have your treat. Are you happy?
I'm happy, yeah.
And you'll like notice that he's currently got his hands on his like hips in like a real like sassy like he's got his hips are popped out to the left a little bit as he's kind of like, well,
I'll look at Nivara.
Would you like to go back into Catball? Or are you going to leave looking like a sprite? Pixie, right?
yes. And he'll kind of click his fingers, and as he does, turns invisible. I have my ways.
No, not invisible, cat. I want to be able to see you. Don't even try.
Just open the door, and he says this as he's walking towards the hatch.
As I said, cat, not invisible, in case you don't actually leave this ship and you're able to float your voice like I can do. I am a wizard.
He'll leave because he knows I'll find him.
As long as you're sure.
Yeah, I'm done. And he'll just boot the door open, like the hatch open.
Thank you.
Oh, fuck off.
Get out, you little shit. Oh. Ah, these fucking fey creatures, no offense.
Sorry about it. Shapeshifters and fake creatures, sorry, no
Don't
offense.
say
no
sorry,
offense,
Barney,
no
sorry,
offense.
Paula.
No offense, no offense.
Yeah, you say fucking fake creatures, and half of
irritating.
your party is fey.
I don't care. I don't
No,
care.
I chime in. It's like
Literally.
it's that's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
It's
sassy.
really annoying.
That's sassy, and I don't because they're like childlike. I would feel bad if I killed them, but they just need to fuck off.
Hmm.
I won't feel bad if I have to kill them. We have given them enough warning to leave and go away, and they are not listening to us at this point. I
think next time, yeah, I'm warming to the idea.
Well, they seem to constantly be attacking us with magic, so it's fair game at this point.
Literally
Have they?
I haven't, no.
Yeah. They tried to
Oh.
attack you. The wisdom saving throw.
Oh
Something
yeah,
went
but we're
wrong.
cornered. I can't. If someone pulls a knife when you've cornered them in a
Literally,
corner of an alley,
literally,
I
can't.
understand.
literally,
that.
Josiah had that motherfucker in a burrito. What the fuck is it?
It was defensive. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
what the fuck did
I
you
kind of
expect?
understand that, actually. I kind of understand that, but at this point, we keep telling them, and all they're doing. Sorry, I was saying in character. But all they seem to be doing is twisting our words and saying that they have not taken our friend when the Red Caps did, and they are working with the Red
What?
Caps to do some stupid thing.
I
Wow,
will
they're fucking
clarify.
people
I
over
will
here.
clarify. They didn't say that. All they said was that it was the Red Caps that did it, and they don't know where she is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we know that there's shit going down.
Well, long and short of
We're
it is
not
they're going to
stupid.
put Big Kev over. Big Kev is okay. Big Kev,
They're still
but he doesn't deserve
about
to
to
have
do
his circus
something.
ruined.
Yeah, this is
No.
laying the groundwork of what Big Kev and the boys are gonna have to deal with when it comes session time for that.
Big Kev and the boys.
Yeah, Big Kev and the boys. It's like
Polar will ask.
Dalton Castle and the boys. It's Big
Yeah,
Kev and
that's
the
what
boys.
Yeah, Polar will ask. Big Kev circus.
Yes.
You know him.
Yeah, you weren't here for that. When we first met, there was we first met and we were all trying to like have a quiet drink, and the
Oh.
circus kept like needing saving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big Kev is the ringmaster.
yeah.
guess.
He's got. Barnett knows all his names, but like,
Yeah.
it's like
Isn't it Baron something something something? Not an actual title.
Baron,
for
but just a
reasons.
moniker. Yeah, la la la.
Yeah.
Baron Kennedy, Al something or other. For legal reasons, now he's part of the. Hold on.
Oh, Fortescue.
No,
It was
the Boom.
Fortescue. I remember
And not with
Fortescue.
claim to lordship. No. then they cut off.
That's where legal reasons came from then.
Yes.
For legal reasons?
I asked Bon if he wanted another name, and he called himself legal reason for legal reasons. I called him Lee.
Run it! This is just a blanket statement, but please. A little less fun sometimes. Just a little. But use like appropriate names for in this sort of environment. Not for legal reasons. You
We
know
settled
that's
on
stupid.
Lee. We settled
Lee
on
works. There we go. You knew what you were doing. Terrible. I don't know about anybody else, but I really need a fucking drink at this point.
Yeah.
I have hit my limits.
I'll get. There's a keg. If we're still below Dax, he's like, "There's a keg there," and he'll just
That's it. I might not be able to go back to the bar that we were in because I mean I was flirting very heavily with those two guys, so I don't want to really. Also, I stole one of their shipmates, so.
I mean,
Oopsie.
are we done? Well, we've done out on town now. Like, I don't.
Oh, we could go out on town, or if everyone just wants a quiet drink in. To be fair, it seems like
It's probably safer
Yeah.
to be on the ship.
yeah. Drink,
Right?
drink.
I look at the new guy.
He doesn't look at you.
He was in my zone, wasn't he? Like, I made sure he was in the zone as well.
Yeah, are his eyes fixed on
Yeah.
the floor?
On the letter that Nivara's making him write.
Okay, I do a bit of a stretch and I just turn into Polar.
Yeah, easy enough.
And I wait for him to freak out. It's like, who's this? But he won't because he's shy.
He hasn't looked at you at all, so he's just like.
No, he's like the
True, he
entire,
probably hasn't seen my
like,
face.
during that entire interaction with the Pixie, he hasn't. If anything, he probably shuffled away like another few more feet right up to the corner of the room and continued writing.
He's writing.
Yeah.
Would you like a drink, Francesco?
At some point, I'll
No.
kind of try and see what he's writing, but subtly and kind of half caring.
Make a perception check.
Matt forgot what he's writing.
Just if he wants to see it.
He seems to be writing a letter to a Captain
That's
Dumont.
persuasion, not perception.
Oh, that is a persuasion.
Oh, shit.
God fucking damn it,
Don't know
man.
if your feels are different. Oh.
He's writing a letter. Between the
Okay.
darkened hall and the flickering candlelight, you do not read it.
Okay.
Not unless you want to go right up to him.
No, I don't care enough.
Drinks.
Yeah, so you kind of like walk up towards him, kind of look over the shoulder and walk around and... No, fuck it. And you will all eventually get yourselves some beverages on your ship, as you do have some laying around.
Oui?
Montrose is going to poke his head below the deck. Was that the arguing earlier? Is that
Very bullshit.
Very bullshit.
It's on the ship now?
It's gone now. I told her to fuck off, but yeah, it was.
One does not tell the farewell to fuck off. It will come
I
back.
do. Well, I can see stuff like that. So we've told we're more fed of it than you are. We have told them we're going to start killing them if they keep coming back because they're not getting the message.
Right.
Montrose, can you start setting up maybe some, like I say, codes between
Yeah,
the crew
a
members?
question or a phrase or something when I'm not here with my eyes.
Not only that, but I don't know if you know of any things. I've heard salt, maybe something to do with faith, and iron. Maybe have a look into it.
I've heard of the second one. I have not heard of salt. No. Maybe you should have
you
tried it. Throw like a handful at the fucking thing. See if it burns or something.
Maybe I think it's like you can put a line in front of your windows and door, and it's not meant to come in. I don't know how that works on a ship. So
burn it.
Well, isn't it all technically full of salt because of the salt water?
Burn it. But let's just burn it.
Burn it?
Are you going to experiment fucking Faye repellent?
No, he's going to ask. He's going to ask. I'm asking about it. Like
He's used to being experimented.
He likes it. He likes it.
Bonnet knows the Feywild.
I don't understand. I don't think people understand the fucking animal experimentation lines. Oh no! Like, oh no, animal testing.
Whoa!
Wait, what's that
he
coming?
Isn't an animal.
What's that coming? Is that
he's
Peter?
Gone.
Is Peter's coming? Oh no!
Peter already came. That's how he's on this ship. Peter came for him. He didn't want to go with him.
That's really bad.
Not only that,
Peter came for him.
I don't know if that guy's name was Peter that he ended up copping off with. But anyway, my point is he's a Harangon. He's not an actual animal. Us calling him an animal is problematic. If he wants to be experimented on, he's happy for it.
He's a sentient person with consent. But anyway,
exactly.
I was just going to ask Bonnet, like, is there anything to get rid of, like, Fey people stop them sneaking around?
Do you know any, Danny?
Roll a
what?
History or a nature?
Oh.
Can I assist, seeing as Barney?
Yeah.
We had a deep conversation.
Sure.
Okay.
There we go. That's a bit better.
Alright, now this is where Danny has to Google fucking Fey repellent.
White stage with white people. White
Things
stage
Fey don't like
So-
for 200.
Just ask Rose, she'll know.
Yeah, Rose, can you, if you know, can any, like, because I genuinely,
I'm
I know about
basing
the
mine on old Irish folklore. That's what I'm basing mine on,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
what it's sort of based on, which is like iron can hurt Fey. But it depends on your law for your world.
Well,
I
can
think
I?
Danny's saying he's happy to borrow it. That's what
can I
he's
just?
saying.
I'll get back to you on it because I don't.
Mhm.
I want to have.
Yeah. To be owed
It's not
Fey
exactly
law.
something that's at the forefront of my mind. I know about the iron 100%.
Fair enough.
I don't know about anything else off the top of my head without having to double check, and I don't really want to sit here for 10 minutes
No,
diving
no.
through books when we could just come back to it.
That'll
later.
be in between sessions.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
learn something.
Yeah.
That makes
Cool.
sense. Maybe if we can look into maybe getting some iron bolts then or something. Do you know what I mean? That we could put in a crossbow or into a bow, like if they were.
Almost
tipped
like
with
you
iron.
could just get iron and just get someone to do it for you.
Oh,
What are arrows normally made of?
Hello, Francesco.
Flint, isn't it? Usually, it's like a
Is it
flint.
flint?
Like arrows.
Yeah. Is it not
It
iron?
depends. We are. Well, we're technically.
You've got to
I'll say this.
consider
Technically,
in a period of this
Iron
time,
Age.
yeah, iron is extremely expensive. Like you'll have known,
Right.
like although a lot of D&D games have like big, thick, heavy metal locks and bullshit. Have you noticed none of mine have them because
Yes.
We're looking at a medieval age where nails and shit like that was so fucking expensive because it took a lot of effort to make. Like, a lot of, like, locks on houses are, like, deadbolts made of wood. Do you know what I mean? And, like, joinery.
Okay.
Maybe
we
talk.
Yeah, no. Like, metal work is not cheap. So, yeah, most arrowheads would be sharpened, flint, stone.
Stone, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone would know, though. I'm just saying. Somebody today met some people who might know where an iron deposit would be. Or an iron ore.
The dwarves were mining stone.
Yeah,
they said
but
a quarry.
Dwarves are insanely.
Wow, just because they're
tapped
dwarves, they immediately know where the iron is. Fucking hell.
It's literally written into their law.
It's in the
It
yeah.
is, but it's just funny. It's just funny, okay? Your dwarves, where iron.
If Nivara is mentioning that, I will mention the dwarves. It's like they had quarry, but they were going for stone. It seemed like a bit of a shit deposit.
How was your interaction with them? Would they be favourable to us asking maybe if they know where deposits are of ore?
I mean, you could ask, but they seemed a bit closed off. They didn't really give a shit. They were just building a house.
Oh.
No, they were building an extension to a house.
An extension to a house, yeah.
It sounds a little like...
It was a small job, not a big one.
Do you maybe need to spend some time with Josiah learning how to charm people?
I'm charming. It just... No. Alright, I see what you're doing. How I normally work is I live there for a few weeks. Get to know the people, make friends, and then you start hearing the shit.
We don't have weeks anymore.
I know, but you keep expecting me to pick up gold out of shit.
Everybody else is able to. Come on.
We're expecting you to be a little more active
Flexible.
than passive in your information gathering, because, yeah.
Passive is better, you learn more.
Takes time.
It takes time. I know.
So you see what we are getting at. Wait, so how long do you usually stay in the communities, Paula?
A month.
Have you ever stayed longer on a job?
Oh, yeah, sometimes. My job was to info gather. There was never really like, and then you pick out. I gathered the information. There was never really a specific find this.
How long has Paula been with the boat?
I'm so glad you're picking up what I'm putting down right now, Ben.
With your boat, about
I think it's like 6
2
weeks to 2 months.
No,
longer than that now, Danny. We've travelled across half this map.
Yeah,
it must be like a month or 6 weeks.
Yeah, probably,
I would say.
Yeah, probably about that. I'm gonna say I'll go with that because I'm not gonna sit here and work it out. But I trust you. You've mathed it.
I just mean from all the travel. I don't know if I've not completely mathed it, so I'd say about a month. But we've travelled so much.
It is what we call, Rose, close enough.
Yeah,
it's close enough. I'm gonna accept it.
So how does it work? You say that this usually works. What do you usually do? Like, how does it work?
I go to a place. And then I gather information for the Baroness. It's normally like weaknesses. It's plotting out where all the resources are, or if I can, preferably it's like blackmail. So if like the governor is having an affair, that is gold. If you can find something like that. But normally it's scouting, it's finding out the lay of the land.
Pola's probably more working off the Xanathar's rumor generation or rumor gathering like timeline.
Ish. Yeah.
Where that takes days, weeks,
Yeah.
Slow burn, but good results.
Do you usually use Norm, Niles, or Polla, or does it depend on the situation you need to?
I've told you, new town, new face. It's a different one every time. And then
Every time.
if a woman would be better, I can change daily. It's just like
That's true.
I've spent a couple of weeks on Crimson Blossom where you met me. I was like 3 different people. But as soon as you start making friends, I sit in one and you just talk to the people, the workers. You make friends. They start chatting.
You integrate into the community, the groups,
Exactly.
as such.
It works, but it takes time.
I assume Naivara's making eye contact with Josiah, who
Yeah, she just looks at Josiah like...
thinking across the room.
Do I spot that? Can I roll?
Can I stop this?
I don't think.
Dude, you dug your own grave, like, I'm sorry.
Matt, it's all ogre. You can't stop this.
Not even guilty. But I'm sus. Okay.
You are sus.
You literally... It's the same thing as what's going on. I don't know how we... Like, you're telling us what you've been doing.
Oh yeah, what I do is I shape change for about a month, been on the ship for a month, and then I like make relationships with people, embed myself in, I listen to everything that's gone on.
Dude. Maybe we should get that cask opened. Montrose, do you know where we... And she'll go over to talk to Montrose after giving Josiah a very significant look of...
He just nods back.
For you. That's it. Booze!
Paula looks disappointed in herself. It's like, I'm not.
Okay.
What?
I'm not the spy
She just
master.
said not allowed.
No. She looks just like disappointed because she hasn't come up with any information quickly.
Okay.
It's a failed
You just
job.
need to... Like they said, though, you just need to be a little bit more speedier and flexible. They're not criticising too much. It's meant to be constructive. That was the whole aim of that conversation.
I think it's
More energy.
Yeah. Try
it's
something new.
just changing
It's not
the
working.
style of it's just changed style because we don't have time for that style of information gathering.
Not knowing that she's obviously just laid out what her entire plan and everything is to us, and we went, that's kind of what we've been talking about. The stuff is off me, finally.
Fair people, am I right?
I know, right, Montrose? Do we have any wine? And Navarro will procure booze for everybody and start the drinking
is
off.
acquired. And you know what? For the sake of, if you want to take out of the ship fund, just 3 gold. We'll get Ike and Tyke to do a booze run. Nice. And I'll come back with like, plenty of like ale and whiskies and like various different things.
Wine was
those. The point is like things for people's tastes.
Yeah.
And there is enough for everybody to drink into the night. Those that choose to, and indulge and have a rest.
Wait, does anybody refuse booze?
No.
None of that.
I would have 1 or 2, but I wouldn't get indulged like the rest.
Oh.
Polish
I will actually go and talk to Vlad for a second and would engage him in conversation if he'd be willing.
I'm always willing. Don't say anything, Danny.
Right. Danny didn't
It's not really you, actually. It's like the others, isn't it, really? Sorry.
Tonight it is.
So, Vlad, this is your hometown. You mentioned that your mother brought you up?
Home Island.
Home Island, yes, apologies.
Yeah. Yes, I was raised by my mother.
What would she like?
She was fair but strict, but was always there when I needed her. And she, to be fair, saved me.
From what?
An arrow. She took it in my stead.
She died as... So you didn't?
Yeah. She got me to the local temple where she took the arrow and just managed to cover it and get me there.
I'm sorry to hear this. Was it recent?
No, not recent now. It's been a good few years.
And you joined the church?
Yeah, they raised me for the latter part of my life and taught me the way.
If you do not mind me saying, you have some tendencies to be quite brutal in battle. Were you part of the Kraken?
No.
No, okay. I'm just saying, you tend to have a tendency to want to impale people, and it didn't seem like a very churchly type of thing.
Those who commit murder and crimes deserve the worst punishment.
But if you then killed them, aren't you kind of as bad as them?
No, it's called justice.
One man's justice is another person's vigilante, though.
And that's your perspective, and that's you're entitled to it. But so I'm giving these people what they deserve.
It seems like your perspective, though, if you don't mind me saying, seems to get people dead, whereas mine doesn't. I'm not
Those who
questioning
deserve to die deserve to die.
So was this in the church where you gained this need to kill? Or before?
It's not a need. I would rather have a peaceful way, but those who deserve, who commit murder and piracy, will have justice put on them. And when they die, the gods will judge them for themselves.
Does that include Josiah and Paula being pirates? Are you planning to kill them?
I'm open-minded about that at the moment.
Understood.
Yeah, all right.
I'm just saying, keep an open mind, open book. See
I
how
have.
things are going. What was your mother's name?
Mom.
She actually had. It was her name actually Mom.
Shit, I never knew her name. It was just Mom.
You didn't know what
Never
the
needed
people
to
called
ask
her?
her.
Someone
Didn't
else
really
might have
care. I
called
was a
her.
child.
She died when you were
I
a
cared about
child.
child things. Yeah.
Oh, I am sorry to hear. How old are you? Just wondering. Not a child, no?
Late. I'm 29 now.
29.
I've been
It is all
travelling for about 4 or 5 years, give or take.
After leaving the church?
I've never left the church.
No, I mean, like, not being stationary at church, leaving.
I travelled in search
Okay.
of my father.
This might seem a little weird. Is it though?
Just a
Based on
little.
everything you know.
Go for it. What might be a little weird?
So I've heard those of the church, like clerics and whatnot, are able to detect poison in food and water. I think I have spoken to you about this before.
Yes, you
I'm a
have.
little worried in the future we may need it. And maybe
If that's
something
what's
to
needed,
remove.
I will happily
Mhm,
check it.
please. Not often, just if we're around the Yuan-Ti, they seem to be using something, and I know it is only when it is ingested, so I'm a little worried about spiking at some point. But that's later down the line. Also, maybe if you could put in your arsenal something to do with removing poisons or stopping curses, if you have room. Just saying, with your preparations.
I shall pray on it.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what that thing did. You know, the stabby thing, and it seemed to put a curse on somebody to die within a certain period of time. If we can remove the curse, it might fit. But who knows? Good chat, Vlad.
Yeah, essentially, just to remind, the way the spike worked is it's enchanted for a week, and
It's a curse.
anyone who's hit by it, it's actually not so much a curse, but it's more like a mark of affliction, where they suffer an illness.
That's something to remove a disease, then. Okay,
yeah. Which is why when you saved the mom, it was through lesser restoration because you basically cured the infection that was caused by.
You're right. Cool. I will mention that to Vlad instead.
Yeah. I want to specify it's not a curse because obviously that's very different connotations in mechanics.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, I will continue to chat small talk with Vlad. Nothing major. We don't have to RP through it if you don't want to, Carl. But yeah, just light conversation.
No, that's fine. Over a drink, that's fine.
Yes. But I am keeping my eye. If Josiah goes near towards Polar, I want to be like listening to that conversation if it happens. Just saying. Just before, just so it's not like at the end of the conversation, I was listening the whole time. Just if they go over, I'm going to eavesdrop.
Is there any other conversations during this time that people may wish to...
Polar is wandering around, visibly kind of drinking a little bit quicker than normal. A bit annoyed at herself. But I want to talk to the new guy.
Okay.
What's this? It was mentioned that the metal manipulation. Right, yeah. I do know that.
I don't know if I did.
I know you told
Josiah.
Did you
not?
I know you told Josiah, but it's whether did you
Yeah.
tell
I
anyone else?
think he told. Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we told anyone else. We're just like.
Oh, we
Yeah.
did. Okay. Yeah. So
You just
Paul
hired
was
new
just,
guy.
Yeah. So Paul is just drinking. Okay.
Well,
Sorry.
Josiah would come over with a drink for her and sit next to her like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop out my familiar and just get it a little closer, just in case. Just get... I mean, they can clearly spot the command's there, so if he's spotted, he'll wander away.
Josiah would. Yeah, give a pointed look to Kavane until you left.
I'm still trying to eavesdrop, but not so blatantly anymore.
Yeah.
Kidding you.
Yeah. Sorry, Captain. I didn't get anything.
It happens. It's you know. It sounds like you had a different role as being a spy early in your career than now.
Well, yeah. I was always the time frame was always judged by me. As soon as I've got something, then it's done.
What do you want from this life? Like, what do you want from being a spy? What are you hoping to get? Like, money, wealth, riches,
Yep.
power?
Yep.
What for?
Just it's freedom, isn't it? I just want to retire. Would be nice. Big house, garden, and live. Isn't that what we all want?
Couldn't you have done that now? You seem very... What's the word? Popular with the Baroness. Seems it must be more than that, surely.
Well, it's a good job. It's the best job, but I'm still paying off a debt. I told you about the book.
I think the book you showed Naivara, the spell book.
Yeah, I told you I stole it. from the Baroness. She lets me keep it because I'm paying off the debt of stealing it from her.
Right. Okay. How much? Like years, money, what?
I don't know, she didn't say. I thought by being allowed to join your crew, I was paid up, but
You don't think you are?
I don't think I am, no.
Right. I got you. So you're indebted, enslaved until she says so.
Ish, it's a job. I don't really get paid, like, you know.
You
To
don't
be
get
fair,
paid.
Navarro doesn't pay me either. But so
She does. Well, the crew get paid. We haven't really worked out a payment model for us. I am running from my pocket money.
yeah,
But-
I've noticed.
Yeah, I bought Barnet a
I get it.
tuxedo.
Yeah.
And then that's when you go, fuck the tuxedo.
It was like, I'll get it tomorrow. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. But
I sure walked to the pub. Oh,
Hmm? what's up?
could have walked to the pub.
Yeah,
know.
I could come back.
Very dapper.
I'll have to remember that actually. I'm writing my notes now.
Yeah,
Barnet
I'm just waiting for the AI images of Liam's character in a
Born in a
I'm
rabbit
gonna
in a
watch on the
bunny in a
map.
suit.
That must be a thing, a rabbit in a tuxedo.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So
Come
you
on, night captain.
want to be free of the Baroness, basically, to pick your own path.
Well, I mean, you say free. I like working for her. She's
But you don't get paid. You have to go back and report to her. You do not. You're not serving as a free pirate, are you?
well, yeah, you're right.
Let's go for CGI.
I do as I'm told. I mean, it's a job.
A job that isn't paid for is slavery, is surely.
Yeah, but I get, and I put my hand on the book. I get to keep this, and I open it, flick through it. It's worth its weight, well, more than its weight in knowledge, gold.
Knowledge gold.
Knowledge gold.
Knowledge gold.
I was typing, so it's probably to agree.
So opposite thing, like I'm so tempted to tell her how much that was actually worth. Can Nobara hear this? She was eavesdropping.
Rose,
Cavane's about.
Rose, make a history check real quick.
It's worth like 200 gold. It's so funny. Oh dear.
Is it only
That
200?
is 23.
Yep.
23 because it's
As
50
you
gold
are
for a
aware-
book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely it's not worth probably as
You got
much as... Yeah.
Scammed.
I think it's also more for the fact that Paul is paying for the fact that she
Punishment.
stole...
The,
Yeah.
the theft as
Yeah,
well.
that's what I was
it's
getting.
the fine on
Also,
top of the
Polar
book.
doesn't know the monetary value of.
Yeah, it's like, okay, 200 gold for the book, 5 grand because you stole, do you know what I mean?
Did you work for her beforehand, or was it? Why were you on a boat?
I was doing my thing. I joined a crew. I was working as just a crew, and then she was the moneymaker, so I wiggled my way up the ranks, ish. Got onto the ship, and then spotted the. She's got a lot of shit. I mean, you've seen it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm a thief by nature. I had a nosy, spotted the book, and I tried to steal it. Well, I did steal it. I
You
got
tried
caught
not to
trying.
get caught. Yeah.
I got caught.
Was it? It isn't
Triangle.
hers personally. Then it's just on a. It was just on a pile of.
It was in
Stuff.
there in whatever. Yeah.
Right. How does she like keep tabs on you? Like if you go to run away, or whatever. How does she?
Well, that's the thing. She doesn't. But she gave me an offer. She could have killed me. I revealed my abilities, the changeling stuff. So she recruited me. She could have killed me there and then, but I revealed what I am, and that's why I live. Because I gave her a reason to keep me around.
Yeah. To survive. It makes sense.
And it's a good job.
If you say that, but it doesn't pay.
Eventually, when I get paid, but
if you get paid.
I should have given her enough now to pay off the debt, but I don't know.
I think it needs to be discussed next time we go to the ship.
Would be nice, actually making money.
And then he will breathe out a bit, look around. Has Cavane sort of gone back a little bit?
Yeah, I'm guessing he's almost like just laying down, head on his paws on like one of the tops of like a crate or something, just eyes flicking around. He's a little fox boy. Don't know what to say.
Yes. No, thank you for telling me that. I'm not usually the person to ask this question, but where are we going in terms of? And he points at her, points at him.
South.
He rolls his eyes.
It's nice to have someone who knows who I really am. And I'll we clink glasses.
Yep.
Oh, he was like, "Do you want to define the relationship?" And she's like, "No, we're just friends.
No,
you know what I am."
I'll put it as she doesn't know. She's because this is very new. Being out as a changeling is now very, very new.
Never had a relationship where the other person knew she was a changeling. Is basically what they're saying. She's saying,
yeah.
But poor Josiah, I'm guessing he's just like asking, "Do you want to do something about this?" And she's like, "I don't know." I was so like, no, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Matt, you're not girling properly. Come on.
No, it is. It's perfect. Like, don't get me wrong. It's just sometimes, you know, when people are like, "Oh yeah, we're just friends with benefits or whatever," and then another person's like, "I'm catching feelings," and you're like, "Well, I'm not." That's what it's seeming like. But
well, what he will say in response is,
in
when she says that is like he will say something along the lines of, "Well, I'm glad knowing more about you. I'm glad knowing the person you are or people you are." I didn't.
Person, people, they're all masks, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I'm weird.
Yeah.
People are weird.
I've connected with a demon devil, something.
Yeah.
We all got shit here, and he looks over and is like, casts his eye with a range of different fucking.
Yeah, at least I don't have bunny ears. Yes.
I was thinking the dead more, but
Go! Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, forgot about him.
And I guess it will awkwardly end there.
Leaving it there and looking at the time. That is a perfect way to end this, baby. As you guys will rest into the evening and prepare yourselves for the morrow, where hopefully the show might just kick off.
Woo! Should we long rest now then?
You may all long rest.
Yay.
And I will say goodbye to those on the YouTubes as the recording is going to end in 5 now.
Bye!
Bye-bye.